let's just start with a bit of an introduction. I am Featherweight, your game master and developer of this Whim version 3. And we have with us here...
Chelsea.
Which
I don't know.
Sarah.
Rob.
Kaiji.
Okay then. Those are the voices. And we will be playing a game in a setting I call Boiler Mage, which will be a fun little fantasy steampunkish romp through my imagination.
Be afraid.
We got to keep these.
Let us all settle into the world of Boiler Mage, shall we? You are currently in the... attention. Thank you. Very good.
You're welcome.
Excellent. All right. So you are all in the rather cramped crew quarters of the Sky's Promise, your airship.
Ooh.
You can see it here.
It has wings.
Oh,
Wings.
sweet.
So it is a big hot air balloony ship.
Yes.
In this world, they haven't quite figured out like propellers, so it's just got big leather flappy wings that kind of go. But it is currently strapped down and in landing mode on the deck of a rather enormous steam vessel, which is plowing its way across the ocean. It's been going for a good week now. You're going from a job where you were mapping some wild territory over to a world's expedition where you will be showing off this marvelous airship, which you are part of the crew of. Airships have been around for about 5 years in this steampunky magical world, so they are a novelty at this point, and not less of like a flying machine of wonder. It's just kind of, imagine like airplanes in like, the 20s. They're still super cool, but they're kind of like for suicidal hobbyists. So like that's currently your position. You've found yourself in this crew for your own various reasons. I'm not going to ask. And you're under the captainship of Lucia Arbuckle, who is a rather dashing elf and the inventor of this particular design of airship. He sunk all his money into it. So he is kind of the boiler mage of the ship. He has the magical power to heat a rock very hot and make it boil water, which is kind of the impetus for the Industrial Revolution, which swept this particular world about 50 years ago, providing like nearly limitless mechanical energy to use, combined with all sorts of magical nonsense they already had around, kind of set this world off into its own little steampunky universe. And being a boiler mage means you have magical abilities and you also know how to apply them in an engineering manner so everything doesn't explode. That's just kind of the term for that. And you are his crew, and let us introduce you. Let's start over here.
Oh, Jesus. I'm Trogdor.
The first mate of the ship.
Oh, wicked. Second in command.
Yep.
So I'm Elf.
You're an elf. You're very pretty.
Yes, I'm extremely pretty.
It's problematically pretty.
It causes issues in life. I'm so attractive. And I have a small scar on my face.
Which just makes you more beautiful.
So it looks like I've been places, but not enough that it ruins my physique. I'm old on the inside. I'm old at heart, but I'm looking young, which is fancy.
How elves work in this world.
Yes, that's how they work. And then I'm the noble one. I'm here to protect people. I'm a guardian.
You're looking out for everybody.
That's it. I'm watching out for my crew.
And then we have you, Mr. G.
Sleet. My name's Sleet. I'm cool but can be icy if provoked. I'm here just to see the world. I'm an ice elf with a royal blue cape. I'm sure you can see that.
Yes. On this audio podcast.
Yeah.
He waves it around a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm in charge of climate control.
Alright, you're basically, and you'll get told what to do various, there's lots of jobs on the ship that you'll have to multitask, but you're primarily there to just keep everybody from freezing to death. They haven't quite worked out the central heating yet. Even though there's plenty of energy, it's just, easier to have magic. And you are?
I'm Fennyberry. I am a greenling. Can we say our motivation?
Oh, sure.
Okay. So I want to learn basically or unlock the secrets of the universe to increase my manifestation magic, which is my primary skill, but not in an evil way, but kind of like I don't really care about what's really going on. I just kind of want to figure that out. Not to use it against people, but because I'm interested.
Okay.
Right? I am magical, but I have a fiery temperament also. So.
And you have ferns growing out of your head.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Alright, I'm Ella. I'm a Stoneborn, so dwarf.
Dwarf.
I look pretty just plain, nondescript. It's intentional.
Yeah.
I'm definitely the sort of sneaky, thiefy type things.
Yeah.
I think I'm here to like work and learn because like this is a new thing. I'm pretty sure I want to like I can
want it on
impress
the ground
people. I
floor.
can have opportunities, and probably I'm here
Yeah.
since I'm good at like sleight of hand and getting in places. I'm probably helping with like mechanical stuff.
Yeah,
I know how the physical things work.
Right, so you're the wrench monkey.
Sure.
Okay. Perfect. So, that's who everybody is, and you are currently passengers aboard this giant steamship called the Iron's Reach, which is owned by the Iron Reach Steam Concern, which is kind of like the big company that invented steam technology and kind of swept the world. So it's a big deal. You're on like the Queen Elizabeth II equivalent. It's fancy, and you have book passage on the ship, so you have the run of everywhere a guest can go, and you don't have a room because you have your own ship with you, kind of just strapped to this ship as well. So you're just kind of staying there, but you're a guest of the ship, and you can go where you like, and that's where you are. So explore. Where would you like to go on this big old steamship full of entertainment and wonder, and casinos and shows and buffets and cargo holds and all sorts of places?
I'm probably separating myself from the rest of these people.
You're just like, split the party, classes, you're gone.
These people attract a lot of attention, and some of them seem pretty silly. You've probably been cooped up on this small ship for a while.
You've had about a week on the ship, so you're familiar with most places.
We have cabin fever.
But like, you haven't been crammed in on this ship like you have been for like the last 2 months. Surveying dangerous territory where you would have like had to occasionally fight velociraptors. That kind of wild lands.
Okay. Is there a library type lounge area that I may
certainly
happen
would
upon?
be. There certainly would be, and it would be full of giant leather chairs and stuffy men.
Yes.
Just impressive mustaches. But big books full of like general encyclopedia. There's nothing too. This isn't like a wizard's library. It's just kind of like general entertainment for the guests.
Yeah. Can you bring wine or alcoholic beverages into this area?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. They will bring it to you. This is a fancy part of the ship.
Okay.
And you'd have to pay for it, but they will bring it to you.
Okay. Well, that's where I would head. With stardust under my cape, because probably not allowed. I don't know.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You're
Then
a guest in an expensive place.
Yes.
Yes.
It's rich.
It's
We do whatever we want.
a little like lapdog. So
Oh,
it's totally
yes.
fine.
Okay, cool.
I think I would first have just done like a quick survey of everything, like walk around, see what's there, see who's there, and after that I'd probably be like making friends with the crew, like sort of sympathizing, talking shop, this is how our ship works. What's this do?
So you're just kind of getting in with the grunts, like all like the maintenance crew, and like all right.
Find out how things work and get everybody used to like seeing me around there anyway, like I belonged.
Okay.
Okay, Elf Bros.
Yeah.
As soon as we heard casino
Yeah,
stuff,
we heard there was
we were
some games of luck. So
we're gonna check out blackjack.
Yeah,
see
we're gonna play some blackjack.
See what Chance has in store for us. Maybe talk to some people.
Excellent.
We're gonna schmooze.
Yeah, you always make friends around the blackjack table and everything. So
all right. So you two, we'll start with you. You are in the casino. It is fabulous, and it's full of brass and very polished wood and people with like fancy outfits.
Do they have free iced tea?
Yeah, if there's free drinks, we're completely in it.
No, specifically iced tea.
No. I have a penchant for iced tea.
I'll ice it, just tea.
They will bring you tea. Like,
and we'll do the icing.
freezing technology is not quite. They don't have
Right.
Freon here. So
Thank
if
God
you
we
ask
have
for
a guy.
tea, like you can ice it yourself.
We invent iced tea?
I don't
You're
think
like,
you
this is too hot.
I'm so appreciative of your public controlling skills right now. Because I love me some iced tea.
I think you've invented iced
The
tea.
inventor of the frosty glass and the iced tea.
This is
Self-esteem.
you are convinced you have invented them, though it's just generally nobody wants iced tea because you'd only be able to drink it when it was cold out. That's kind of the problem with this era
Right.
of
So
iced tea.
he's invented
Right.
the mobile iced tea.
Yes, you invented the off-season iced tea, which is very nice.
Which is why we're going together, because I'm a big fan of having
Yeah.
my chilled drinks.
I'm pretty sure like they would have ice boxes and things.
They have
in the
ice box,
summer.
but you're on a cruise ship. You
Right.
can only hold so much ice. It'll be
And how fancy is it to have your drink cooled in front of you?
yeah, you know.
By a man with cooling skills. So, we're kind of here to show off what
Yeah.
we're trying to say. But we do want to play some blackjack. So, yeah.
You've kind of got like a side venture going.
Like
where you're like-
what he's distracting people with his cool
Yeah.
like iced tea techniques.
And I
while
may
you're
possibly
doing
be
other
cheating at blackjack.
You're right.
Okay. All right. If you want to cheat at blackjack,
Maybe I thought about it. But, you know,
are you? You're playing blackjack. Are you cheating or aren't you?
We're not. We're not.
Okay.
We're enjoying the iced drinks, and
Right.
we're having a good time.
So, let's say
We want to meet people
you want to meet
Yeah,
people.
we're
Okay.
smooth.
So,
and win some money.
and win some money. You can try. Like you don't have a huge amount of money.
Is it? Hold on. Let's before. Just I need to know what's in front of me. Is it like a kind of just a standard currency, or are we using like little animals as like money?
I think they just have like wooden chips.
Okay.
with, like
All right.
the ship's logo on them.
Okay. Awesome. All right.
But you only have a teeny little stack because you're just ship's crew.
But we're lucky people, so we're gonna.
But that's what you have right now. You have a little stack, and you are on a table with like the fancy class.
Oh.
So, and like your captain is like he's schmoozing with the rich people off somewhere. He's probably having dinner with the captain, the other captain.
Must be
you know,
nice.
and he's just kind of left you to your own devices for the time being.
Friggin' guy thinks he's better than us.
Yeah.
He's your boss. Be nice.
But he's not here right now, so I can totally back him.
He's
We're just playing
standing right
blackjack,
behind
man.
you.
Oh God! I'm sorry for what I said. I really didn't mean it.
He gives you a cold look and sleeps off.
Hey, that's mine.
You gave him that cold look, my friend. You gave him the cold look.
He's off to schmooze with the captain and so forth.
All right.
So, you want to meet people? Okay, on one side of you, there is a rather dashing looking gentleman, the name of Bob Wob.
Whoa.
Oh.
He is a greenling with a very, very nice, let's say, spider plant growing off his head. He keeps it nicely trimmed, so it's not too much, but there's a few sprouts. You know, spider plants get out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
And he's wearing a nice suit, and he's very friendly, a little too touchy.
Oh. One of those guys. All right. No
And
judging.
I'm giving him the cold shoulder.
he doesn't notice. He's had a few too many of the complimentary iced teas, and they were the Long Island variety.
Oh. Hence the touchy-feely.
Yeah. And he seems to be doing surprisingly well for the amount he's drunk.
Interesting.
Yeah. And on your other side, you have Stara Wolfcall, who is just a human. And she's a dapper lady in sort of a business suit. Not just, like, a lot of the women here are wearing, like, the floofy, like, almost
Big
Victorian gowns.
Yeah.
But she's wearing, like, a men's business suit. And she's just kind of gambling away and give people the side eye.
Mm-hmm.
So you can...
What was the first guy's name?
Bob Wob. And you can talk to them, ask them about their business, or see if they're up to anything nefarious.
Well, I'd like to ask. I would like to ask the little guy, Bob Wob.
Yeah.
How are you? You have like a. How you knowing so much about this game? You seem to be doing quite well.
Oh, I'm just a lucky fella. And he gives you a really big wink.
I don't like the candor of this guy. We came here to have fun, and I think he sounds like he's pulling us into something. But we're saying that offhand. You know?
All right.
I don't want to draw to. He's a little tipsy. From what
He looks a little tipsy.
I can smell some suspicious iced tea off his breath. You know, he's a little bubbly.
Since we're part of the staff, we're gonna ask him how
You're
he's
not part of
liking-
the staff.
Part of the staff of the other ship.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
right.
on this
Okay.
mission.
you're just another guest on the ship who happen to have a little bit of notoriety because you arrived via air blimp and like landed on the deck like a week
We're
ago.
two cool guys.
We'll ask him how long he's been here.
Oh, I got on the same time you fellas did. I'm just crossing the sea. Got some business in the continent. Continent.
He's very drunk.
Continent. And you can see him, he's kind of like unconsciously playing with one of the chips. And it's kind of impressive. Like, it's like kind of floop, 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 floop. A little bit more dexterous than you'd expect out of someone who's a bit tipsy.
Oh.
Seems like he's playing us a little bit. Or playing somebody. Interesting. Well, let's ask the dapper lady, the well-dressed lady.
Yeah.
What's her business on the ship? Where are you headed?
It's like, I'm heading to the New York equivalent of, let's say,
It's a big town on the other
Yeah,
side
the
of
big-
the ocean.
a big town. She's got plans.
Oh, okay.
She's a bit reserved. She's not here to tell you her life story. She wants to like pass the time on the ship, and frankly, is that interested in your company?
Well, she picked the wrong people to talk to.
You are talking to her.
We like. She should move over because we like chatting. What do you think? The one guy's interested in me. The lady's a little stiff. She could do what she's doing. I want to know more about this Bob Wob guy. Also, where you got the name Bob Wob from?
Where are you from, Bob Knob?
He's drunk. He's drunk.
I'm not a knob. I hate those bastards.
Pronunciation issues. I'm sorry, my friend.
I'm a wob.
His mouth's
Noble and honorable clan. He seems a little reserved after that.
You offended him. God damn it.
So, is that what you're doing? Just spending your time at the
We're gonna play
Alright.
a little bit. Maybe we'll increase our luck. And
Alright.
have some
Maybe,
cash.
are you like listening for rumors, or are you just not paying attention to anything other than, trying to increase your capital?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Alright.
Also, we're trying to keep the jokes down from this guy.
I was trying to just like
Survey the situation.
learn some information about the world and
Alright, give me a mind roll on your just kind of general. It's always 2 dice.
2 minutes.
Oh.
Okay, mind roll.
Yeah. And this will just be for your general, like, absorbing of information via mitosis.
Okay.
What do you got?
Ooh. What's happening? Oh, there.
Mixed results.
There.
Mixed results. Okay, so you get a few snippets of information. You kind of hear rumors that there's someone very, very important on the ship. Like, Super A for a Super A class passenger. And you aren't quite sure who, but, like, it's a bit of a buzz. And are you gambling?
Yes.
All right.
Not a lot though, because we don't have a lot to go on.
All right.
This is personal money. This isn't the crew's
Yeah,
cash.
this-
I'm a noble guy. I'm not taking
Oh,
their
yeah.
money to try and get something out of it.
You would have access, as first mate, you would have access to ship's petty fund.
Oh, but I'm not that
So,
okay.
good.
No.
'Cause that would
We have a ship to get
Yeah.
places.
Okay.
It costs
All right.
money.
Let's say just give me a
Price
mind
of-
roll.
Seen the price of fuel these days?
And it'll just be like how well you're playing this game.
I got outright failure. Oh
All right.
my god, I'm not doing well.
All right, you are now broke.
It wasn't spectacular though. It was.
Spectacular could have been worse.
You would have been.
You
So you're
weren't
telling me
here.
as I haven't lost a ship. is
You
what
weren't
you're
here
saying.
the last game. Spectacular failure does not.
Yeah.
Oh.
So how these systems
Happy I didn't get that.
how this system works here is complete success means you have you
great.
accomplished what you're trying to accomplish and you
Yeah.
got like full benefit out of it. Astounding success is you accomplish it, and you get like some bonus as well, some unexpected benefit.
Okay.
Mixed results is mixed results. Good things happen, bad things happen. You kind of get a bit of both.
Yeah.
Outright failure is you failed, but you don't really get punished as well.
Okay.
And spectacular failure is everything has gone wrong, and things have also gotten worse.
So what you're saying is I just kind of just lost my money.
Yeah, you
Time to move on.
You thought you had a system and you didn't.
Yeah, it's not working. I just swore it was better at this
So
game.
like you can try to get some more money, or you can just kind of like move on, try to do something else.
I kind of want
You can try to borrow some money from him.
I want to know why that guy was winking. I want to know what his motivation is with that.
All right.
I mean, he kind of offended him.
Oh yeah, that was before that.
But I figure with my, just my, with my nobleness and such, I could strike a conversation with the guy and try and fix that poor lapse of judgment.
All right.
Try and fix things.
Give me a mind roll.
All right.
And is that in any of your?
Quick-wittedness is in there.
This is more of a social situation than like
I don't have any social skills.
Then that's you don't get any.
It's
Negatives.
my looks.
You don't get any negatives or.
Well, I have that.
It's
body.
just average, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I still roll.
Yep.
I have a mixed results.
Is that mixed results?
Yeah, I got that.
Yes, it is.
That dude and that guy.
He'll give you the side eye, but you haven't. You've been nice to him.
Yeah.
So
Bogwog, tell me things. What's going on, buddy? How's the old game going?
he kind of like spins a ring on his hand and gives you a little nod, and he's like,
Tell me more.
"Ah, that's all you get."
Oh. This guy's hard to open up to.
He's looking at the ring and he's giving it a little nod. He's like, he noticed like he might be looking for a partner.
Oh,
Up to some shenanigans.
shenanigans. Thankfully, I'm a fan of shenanigans.
And he might be feeling you out a little bit on like shenaniganizing.
All right.
So you think he might be a cheat of some kind.
Well, with that kind of luck, being as smashed as he is, I'm assuming this is
As smashed as he looks.
Well, he's looking pretty. Oh. All right, Bogwog. Listen, buddy. What's going on there? What's with the old wink? Tell me more.
Subtle. Hey, dude, why are you winking at me?
Listen, I don't really roll that way, but what's with the wink? What do you got? What are you heading out to do later?
So you are somewhat intrigued with picking up what he's putting down.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Especially
He
with
has
that.
dashing good looks.
Yeah,
so.
well,
Right. So bad.
he's questioning this guy, but he's just like, "That's a good-looking guy. I can talk to him. He's all right." It doesn't seem like he wants to do anything nefarious.
All right. Give me another mind roll to continue this particular thread.
Success. What do I got? Mixed results.
Again. Okay.
Damn it! I need.
Well, that's not bad.
Well, I wanted
It's not
the
bad.
successfulness.
It's like
This guy's really hard to talk to. That's why.
he leans in and he's like, "You seem like you could be a useful fella to an entrepreneuring guy. I've got a little private game set up in a little while. A little bit of the old poker, if you know what I mean. And I find poker works better as a team sport. Weak.
All right. Yeah. All right.
So looks like he's planning to shark some people and
Sounds
could use a partner to
He needs
help.
a backup.
He needs a backup, and he needs someone to basically cheat with him.
You know what? I'm new. Why not? Let's do it.
All right, so you want to get into the high stakes poker game where you are going to try to cheat some people?
I'm quick-witted. This might be
that
beneficial.
You do not know.
Elf bro, I don't know.
Do you want to? All right, so that is an
Listen,
option.
you
have.
angered the guy.
Put it on ice for a
gotta
bit.
sit-
and then-
So we have this.
Try to
a
save
list-
face.
So we have this string happening here. We can pop over to you. What have you been doing this time?
So is this like still? We just got here. This is like the day we're here. We've been here for a while.
been
You've
about
been
an
here.
hour,
You've been
come
here
on.
like a week. They are currently like in the casino.
yeah.
You have some confidence in him as a sane person. You think?
We all have a past, right?
Okay.
Let's not talk too much about it.
And you know he's under his supervision, so you aren't that worried.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing? The past week you've been schmoozing with the crew, but what are you doing at the moment?
Like I'm just thinking I don't know what I'm trying to accomplish besides, like, making sure I'm in with people so that I can, you know, make off with things if need be. I'm trying to decide, like, I might just be hanging out with the crew wherever they're chilling. Because it's that or, like, making friends with the guests, but that's less my thing.
Well, this is kind of like there's all kinds of people on the ship. Like there's the fancy hoity-toity like upper level, but then there's people who are just getting around like business class, and then there's just like cargo hold, and like this is how you get around in this world. So there there are people with goats, and there's like goat sections of the ship where it's basically like rough tavern territory. So you could be in there, like, hanging out with some of the maintenance crew if you wanted, and we can take it from there. So
Sure.
Okay. You are in, like, basically a cargo hold that was half full that someone's turned into, like, a makeshift tavern. And, people are dicing and gambling and get real drunk. This is, like, off hours, working hard. You have nowhere to go, and you can't... These people can't go to the library. They're covered in, like, fine ash from, like, the boiler room and stuff.
I'm probably torn between, like,
Those are the cool people.
winning some gambling, but, like, I don't think I'm that much of a dick, so I'd rather steal from the people who have money.
All right.
So I'm probably, like, winning some and then also losing some,
right.
though it's sort of like,
So
net zero.
All right,
I'm practicing. And making friends and not,
right.
like, just completely
Give me
fleecing
a sleight of hand skill check on how well you are, like, controlling this dice game you're in.
Sure. Okay, that's a complete success.
Okay, so you are absolutely, like, mastermind puppet mastering this dice game. Nobody's aware of it. And, you're kind of, like, redistributing wealth as it amuses you.
That guy really annoyed me this morning.
Yeah, and it's just kind of
some
like...
of his money.
and you're like, oh, man, that guy could use a break. And it's
Yeah.
like, just directing some money to him. So, like... What are you, like, are you trying to, like, gather just information on the ship? Maybe find some leads on, like, some prime.
Yeah.
Some prime.
I think just in general, like, well, I've already been sort of, like, learning my way around the place, so yeah, if like, I guess there's guests who stand out, or
All right.
people who are really rich, or really jerks, or both, or,
You're trying to, like, tap into, like, the gossip network.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have anything that would be specific
I
to
mean,
that?
I have infiltration, if I can sort of count that.
I think that counts.
Yeah.
Like, you are,
Because
like,
that's a skill.
you are gathering intel.
Yep.
Okay.
No, that's an outright failure.
All right, like...
Maybe everybody's too drunk.
People are just... You're being a bit too good at the gambling, and everybody's having
dear.
fun.
Oh, okay.
So, like, you aren't getting too much of the gossip, so you can...
But they'll like me next time I try asking.
Alright, and at this point, a brawl breaks out. Like, we're talking, like, someone said something bad about someone's mom, and it's starting to spread. So if you want to react to this situation that is rapidly spreading towards your dice game, just kind of like think of like an ink drop in water, and that is the brawl that is now expanding through this area. So you can, avoid, participate as you wish.
I'm probably gonna avoid, and maybe since these are presumably either my friends or people I'm being friendly with, I'll try to, like, move us out of the way, because I don't care enough to, like, step into a brawl. Like, that's their problem. They can hit each other. I don't care.
So you are trying to, like, mother hen this poor group of gamblers to safety somewhere. Alright, what do you want to roll for that? What do you think you could roll for that? Because that would be either a mind roll, or if you have a skill for it.
Because, like, I have sneakiness, but that's not really
No,
what
no, this is like a leadership situation almost.
I don't think I really have anything. I have creative as a negative, so that would be a bad thing. Yeah, I'm not really a shepherding other people type of person.
Alright, so just give me a flat mind roll.
Oh, that's a complete success.
Alright, so you've kind of like, you are now like under a table, as this hurricane of fists goes on outside, and you're basically, it's like campfire story time, because you know this is going to be like an hour to calm down. So if you want to
There's
like,
got sort of a bulwark of chairs.
yeah, chairs,
Just
like,
under the
you lost
table,
the
there's
dice
a
at
clear
some point,
space.
so you can't gamble anymore. So you're just kind of like hanging out with this little group of people.
At
now.
some point, like, some dice or, like, cards get, like,
Those
knocked
flying.
off a table, and I just kind of grab them and
Alright.
pull them in.
So,
And
like,
start playing cards
so
instead.
if you wanted to like try your information gambit again, this is like campfire time if you wanted.
But, like, some people are really ridiculous on the ship, huh? It's a complete success again,
All right,
so...
and that's
if we're doing infiltration, that's a +1 on my skill.
all right. So that is an astounding success
Ooh.
because that's what +1 means. It bumps it up a success.
Cool.
All right, so you find out who the like big mucky muck guest is, and that is Dame Ironshore herself, the widow of the founder of the.
The company.
She is actually the co-founder of the Ironshore Steam Concern,
Whoa.
and she is 76 years old, and is the richest woman in the world.
Jesus.
So she
What's
is.
she like?
What is she like?
She's a crass old woman.
Maybe they don't know. Although,
although-
how she treats
Although
people
you do
beneath
get a bit
her.
of the origin story of the Ironshore Steam Concern out of that spectacular role. This is kind of like almost a folk tale now of how this world changing couple came about. The old Lord Ironshore took basically started in like a North Sea, like kind of shittier, colder version of England, and he was a lord there, and he fell in love with, after having education in the continent, like basically like a nice degree in France, basically the equivalent, and comes back home, and he falls in love with a commoner, the soon-to-be Dame Ironshore, and in this little village they had a bit of folk magic, which was basically a trick to keep warm, which is making a rock heat up and boil water. And the kind of peanut butter chocolate happened of an engineer encountering this, little bit of particular magic to this part of the world where there's not a lot of wood and it's cold and damp and crappy and you just want a bit of heat and, a nice soup. And this came together and created the first steam engines, and out of that the first steam ships, and out of that the Ironshore Steam Concern, which revolutionized the world. And out of this little couple, and they had many adventures and so forth, and he died a couple decades ago, and she's just kind of the old Iron Lady carrying on, and she's now happens to be on her way from one place to another on the the flagship of their fleet, which is a cruise trading massive vessel in this giant concern of theirs. But she doesn't particularly advertise when she's going around because she's the richest woman in the world, and not everybody is friendly to the Ironshore Concern. There's a lot of, they make warships for various people at this point. They have a lot of fingers and a lot of pies, and powerful conflicts exist above and around them. So that is kind of the little nugget you get out of that. So I'm not sure if that's a prime target for a pickpocketing, but it gives you something to think about.
I don't want to get on her bad side, but boy, could she afford to miss a few things.
Yeah. And you also know that she's something of a rather nasty mage herself, because she was the original boiler mage. Because she had this bit of folk magic and 70-odd years to get better at other things in her particular line of work. And there was a rough couple of decades there at the start. It wasn't all flancy and floofy.
This is sounding like a poor idea, but also a tempting idea.
Okay, so that is the information you have. So you were in the library.
Because I've been following someone around.
Okay.
So I've kind of pegged one person that I thought, maybe have some interesting ideas about what I can use for my own purposes. So I followed this person into the library.
Okay, so what does this person look like to you?
It is, let's see, I went back and forth. I'm gonna say, is it ironic that I picked like the same like big hat? Well, it could be some. Okay, I'll let you
Who
take
does
this
your
where it is.
character think
Okay,
looks
my-
like they
So
would
my
know what
character
you
was
want?
following someone around
Yeah.
who, at first, when this person came on the ship, female, was a little bit like, looked like kind of dressing down, but had this kind of like air about them in the way that they walked that seemed like maybe
They
were-
own the place, maybe?
Yeah. And then started wearing more obvious clothing, like nicer kind of long dresses.
The pearls come out.
The pearls come out. The smaller kind of hats, but definitely more elite.
All right.
And so this person went into the library area with a glass of some beverage, and I follow in, and I'm kind of like picking around in the books and trying to make myself kind of blend in a little bit.
Okay. Let's see how well you blend in.
Okay.
What do you have? Do you have any particular skills that would help you blend in? If not, it'll just be a body check.
Just body, because my skill is manifestation.
So you
Doesn't really-
make things, basically?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so that's not going to help you hide.
No. Well, I'm not necessarily hiding, but I'm
Or-
kind of like trying to be part
That's
of
not
the.
gonna help you blend.
Yeah.
Grab a newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so just a body.
Yeah.
Outright failure.
Yeah, you stick out like a giant purple cloaked Starfield with a
Yeah,
fern
with a fox.
carrying a fox, trying to look inconspicuous.
Yeah. Okay.
And you
Okay.
have caught this person's attention, and she's kind of like flip. So like you are not inconspicuous, and it's kind of your move.
Okay. So knowing this, I try to strike up a conversation and just say, oh, I didn't notice you here. How long have you been on the ship for?
I boarded it last week with everyone else.
Oh, yes.
And if you want to like try to discern some information from the situation, you can give me a mind roll.
Okay.
And if you have any
I have,
poignant aspects.
Empathy would be the only.
All right, if you're trying to like relate to her
Yeah.
in some manner.
Yep.
All right, give me a roll and you'll have a +1.
Okay. And astounding success.
Excellent. So you've amused her by your very existence, and she likes your fox.
Cool.
And she's like, she asks if she can give him a treat. And she gives a little clap, and the steward kind of like manifests. Not like magically, they're just very good at their jobs. It's like, bring
Very
some chopped
sneaky.
meat for this lovely fellow, and gives a little scruffy hair. And you've managed to strike up a conversation. So if you want to direct this conversation, you can attempt to.
Okay.
You have not offended the old dame.
Yes. Thank you for the lovely meat for Stardust.
My pleasure, Danny.
It seems like you know this place really well. Is there anything that I should be checking out?
Oh, there's many wonderful things on this ship. Yes. Oh, Charlie, this is one of his last designs, you know. Oh. And that's she's kind of distracted by the fox. But,
And so I want to know
she
more
kind of half slept her identity there. If you know what's going on.
Yeah. And so, so you know the designer?
Oh yes, my late dear husband Charlie. Yes, this was kind of his grand advancement. This is the Iron's Reach 2, the one that the one has a bit unfortunate history, but the 2 has been doing lovely so far.
I will not ask about the one.
You could if you want to get some. Give me a mind check if you want, if you know the history of the one.
Okay. Fair enough. That is mixed results.
All right, so you know that it conflict, battle, sinky.
Okay.
That's basically what you get out of it.
Okay. Well, I can say some lovely things and some compliments and all that beautiful
All right, so you're
stuff,
just
but-
trying to like flatter the old lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Give me a mind roll.
Okay. And wait, this guy. Mixed results. Again.
All right. So she knows your game. She's like flattered, but also she's like not impressed by it. It's
Yeah.
not like, you know, she's been around
Not
the
suave
block
enough. Yeah.
a million times and has dealt with like luscious princes who like fawn over her because she's, you know, powerful as all God's hell, in pretty much every sense. So she's mildly amused by your attempt.
Okay.
So if you're trying to get like specific information out of her,
Yeah,
you
I'm
could try.
trying to think of with my motivations. Like, she's a pretty powerful person, so
She has
Yes.
basically, she has like functionally infinite resources.
yeah. Okay. What is? I'm just gonna ask her more about kind of her travels. What is the most wondrous place that you've been?
Oh. And it's a hard question to ask you. I've lived a long and wondrous life. I've safaried into wild lands and brought down a brontosaurus. I've seen the spires of the high peaks and the bird people. They're very nice. Oh, I've seen wonders built upon the world with my own hands. This very vessel you see here is a direct result of my and Charlie's labors. I wouldn't know. And she seems to be like off in a nostalgic daze at the moment.
Yeah. So I'll keep her in that nostalgia and ask her more about kind of how she came to realize these powers and the actual invention aspect.
It's like my Grammy taught me. It's the dirtiest, easiest spell that like anyone's ever come up with. Just nobody thought of putting together. You don't know the story. It's very common. It's like, look, I'll make an example. She takes out a little pebble and she's got like her tea and it's kind of like cooled down. She just gives it a look and it just kind of like gives it a little flash and drops it in and starts to like bubble. And it's like, yeah, there you go. It's like, I've learned a few more tricks since then, but, you know, you pick things up as you go. And she sips her now quite warm tea. And she's smug about it.
Yeah.
She probably earned the right to be
Oh,
smart.
yeah. You know, there's like 30 guys in the hole doing this to like giant boulders of
Yeah.
marble and pushing them into massive furnaces.
Okay. Do you work with anyone?
Dearie, people work for me. Are you looking for a job? You seem an interesting fellow.
I'm interested in the magic abilities that you have.
Oh, I'm just a kind of pick and match mage who pick up a spell about fire here, something about teleportation there, how to make the light stones, you know. It's just this and that. I'm kind of an eclectic sort, you know.
Do you have any resources, or has anyone taught you these things?
You learn things as you go. You pick it up here, you trade someone a spell for a spell there. Like, I never had formal schooling like my dear Charlie, but he went on for the practical matters, all the gears and wibbles. You know how they are. Those metal peoples. And their cogs and wibbles.
I kind of love her.
Yeah. Okay. Are you eating dinner with anyone tonight?
Oh, my captain, you know, dear, what did I call her again? Dear Rosa, you know, the old granddaughter. She comes as this fine vessel, you know, yes, Rosa Ironshaw, very nice, yes. Takes after Charlie, though. Built like an ox.
Okay. I am going to...
If you'd like to join us, you'll be welcome to.
Oh, wow.
I'm having, also there will be the captain of that interesting sky ship that is docked with us. Do you know anything about that?
I do know a thing or two about that, yes. And I will take you up on that dinner offer.
Very good. So that's kind of spins us back to you. It'll be now later in the evening.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to, you are in a gambling session with like high stakes. We're talking like big stogies, mean-looking people with way too much money.
Am I there?
If you want to be.
But he only invited.
I say he kind of offended him,
Yeah.
but I'm like, he's a good guy. You know?
You know, you can be
Come
there as
together.
like his backup if you want. Like
Yeah.
All right.
We're all, in case things
you're
go
just
down.
kind of like if you want to be.
Elf
gonna,
Bros.
Yeah, and so like you aren't in the game. You weren't invited to be in the game.
Yeah.
You're kind of like with him, kind of like
Yeah.
you know, everybody's kind of got their muscle there, because you know, this isn't a chips game. This is like hard currency.
Ooh, this is the good stuff.
Yeah. So this is a private game, and this little gambler kind of, you're gambling with his money, but you're also helping him cheat.
Bob Wop.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you'll get like a cut of the profits
Ooh, all right.
if you pull it off. If not,
Is there anyone at this table we need to we can get any info about, like
all right.
who we're playing with, sort of thing? or-
Give me a mind roll to see if you've kind of like.
Now hold
discerned-
on, we're playing this together, so we can either of us can roll, or
Yeah, you can like you're kind of like leaning against a wall, so you can like observe people if you like.
you want to observe?
So you want me to mind roll?
You want to observe?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
at the table is 5 people.
Okay.
You.
Bob Wop.
So you're kind of filling in as the 5th. He's kind of playing you up as like this aristocratic high roller because you're.
And I got the cake.
Yeah. So you look the part. So he's kind of like set you up as like you're his distraction basically,
Oh, all right.
and you're kind of there to like feed him information about your hand.
Oh, okay. All right.
With some subtle signals you worked out in
Yeah,
advance.
yeah,
So he
yeah.
can kind of like, if he controls like 2 people in the game, he can have like significant force.
See how it's going.
And there is a Stoneborn by the name of Tom Forgeman, who is a gruff-looking fellow with eyebrows like steel spikes, just kind of like railroad spikes on his head. Big,
I like him already.
yeah, very, very gruffy-looking fellow.
Not attractive.
Does not. Strong featured.
Alright.
Strong featured.
Chiseled, tough.
Yeah, literally chiseled looking.
Nice.
You know,
Sounds like my kind of guy. Let's
Yeah.
hang out.
and you see someone who kind of looks orcish,
Okay.
but he's very stazzily dressed. He's a kind of a lean looking guy, and his name is Smash Crush Kill, which
like
is a
it.
family name.
Oh,
He's very well spoken. Has kind of a
just-
southern accent, and
it's just a name.
he's very nice fellow. And he's very laid back. Got a nice big sharp tooth coming out here, and he's
Just the one.
just the one.
All right.
And you have and that sharp-looking woman you saw at the table is also there.
What?
And
Mrs. Quiet and Reserved?
more like sharp and not taking any of your shit.
Alright, we don't talk much. She wasn't very forward before.
No, and I believe her name was something or other.
Starro Wolf.
That's the one.
What was it? Starro
Wolf's Call.
Wolf Skull?
Call.
Call.
I'm gonna say if you let on intentionally or not that you're doing
All
this
right.
in the evening, then I may be like
Have you
somewhere
told her?
around.
Have you? Have
Because
you-
like I
'cause
can
you-
probably manage.
She's the
to
kind of
get,
good person to have there.
Yeah.
All right. So if
Like
you,
I don't have to be.
The only thing is
but
to get into the. Is it like kind of a secured room? Just
Uh,
like
is it
describe
just
the
like a
setting.
separate area within
Yeah.
all the?
this is like someone's like plush private room they've set up. As,
Okay, so I'm maybe not there.
Oh, but like you could be around in the area.
Yeah.
We could try and
Or
get
you
it
could
in.
try to like, you've got maintenance access basically because you know everybody and you're like buddies with everybody. So if you wanted to like be real nearby where you shouldn't be, you could. You could be.
I mean, I don't know if I'm
You could
invested
be in-
enough then.
you could
like,
be in
what's in it for
eavesdropping
me?
distance. You could
There's
or
some,
back up or
That's true.
there's some big money in this.
or
Yeah.
like
If you want to,
or you could be
Questionable folk
or you
if
could
you're
be
interested in taking
get like a staff uniform and you could try to be like one of the
sneaky, sneaky.
because this is a private
Yeah.
event, but it's still like, this isn't secret. There's no like, they're not going to be in trouble for gambling on this casino ship. So there could be like, you could be like, a valet. You could like
Sure.
see to get a
Sure, I'll
valet.
be some kind of staff, and I'll be like, both looking out in case you guys get into trouble and in
Oh,
case
you're
I
kinda
can
backup.
easily snatch something.
You're in and out of the room all the time, like bringing drinks and stuff. You're kind of doing that thing. Okay.
We're working Bob Wob here, but we got some backup.
Yeah. So you're his backup, and you're the secret backup that Bob
Yeah.
doesn't know about.
Yeah.
Okay, that seems like a good plan. And you are like
I'm
having
just
dinner
in my,
with.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're having dinner like at the
With
big
the
fancy
elites.
table.
Yeah, because
It's
I
like-
don't really understand the kind of the gravity of the situation, so I'm just kind of like not telling anybody. I'm just kind of like,
you did
this
not
is
get
cool.
told about this.
Yeah, yeah.
you were at the
Yeah.
you were at the nice table with and like the captain. Your captain is looking across from the table at you and is like, he's at the table, but not like in like the prestigious section. He's just kind of
Right.
like invited as a
Yeah,
courtesy,
I did
but you're
that.
sitting like right beside like the owner of the ship.
Right.
And you're just kind of like.
How did you get there?
And he's just like, go back to smoking. You don't seem to be causing a problem at this point, so,
Yeah. Okay.
he will take advantage of it later if he can. He has made a note.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm quietly disapproving in the corner.
Okay, you're just like-
Trogdor does this sometimes. He does like shady stuff. I'm like, we're friends, but I don't agree.
I need
with
you
it.
here for me, okay?
You're
It's just another
You're great
night.
when you're on the clock. Like,
Yeah.
you would never do anything
We're
Yeah.
not on the clock right
But
now.
like, you're on your own time and you're up to your
I'm
back.
doing this
You are
for
back on
everybody.
your bullshit. You are back on your bullshit.
This is
Yeah,
for,
and I'm just like,
this is for
well,
everyone. I'm trying to, trying to increase our success here. Don't worry, we got a thing. We know a guy. Sorry, everything's gonna be
Quietly
alright.
rolling my eyes in the
It's like, oh,
background.
geez. At least there's no more chill jokes.
You're just like, amateurs.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe they'll mess up and it'll be enough distraction for me to actually do
That's it. We're
You're
gonna.
just
Backup
quietly
plan.
planning your snatching grab.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh, you don't necessarily know about that part.
No.
For all you know. I'm
The
here
way we
just
are
eating
though,
my
things are
own.
gonna go pear shaped probably. So
You never know. You
this
never
could
know.
benefit you in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
okay, so am I mind rolling or
Yeah, just
both or?
scope out the help.
All right.
These
so,
guys.
like,
we need to know what's going on.
yeah, you can give like a observation about like the background thugs or
Yeah,
whatever.
keep an eye on
Would
the
that be
Bob.
using smarts or?
Yeah, just use your brain.
Mixed results.
All right, you have a look around and you can tell there's.
But if smart was +1.
Oh,
would
so he
that-
gets +1.
Oh, okay.
Complete
If you-
success.
if you're using- yeah, so
Complete
it's
success.
You can tell this is a room full of dangerous people. You suspect you're kind of in over your head. There's probably like
as usual, as
Like-
Trogdor brings us into.
you think you recognize the Stoneboard guide as an arms dealer that
Oh.
you heard of, like not totally.
Tom
black-
Forgeman?
Tom Forgeman might be like he's a guy who deals with dangerous people.
Connections with some
Yeah,
nefarious
you think
things.
he deals in like enchanted crossbow coils, which is the equivalent of like it's the gun replacement in this world. They basically turn arrows into like GI Joe lasers.
Oh man, we gotta get to know Tom Forgeman.
Yeah, but like he's there and he's there with guys who can hold their own. So that's kind of the nugget of information you get out of that.
In fisticuffs.
Yeah, and you think the woman has brought just kind of like hired goons, just kind of like bodyguards.
Mainly because we know nothing about her.
You know nothing about her. She has told you nothing about herself. You just know she has enough money to be there and to hire like, bodyguards.
Something's going on.
They look like big tough half orcs.
Okay.
Not like your friendly orc fellow.
And she's a human, right?
She's a human.
Yeah.
And the final guy hasn't brought anybody, but you kind of suspect he's packing magical heat.
He probably doesn't need help.
Yeah, you think like he's got that kind of shine
Smash
about.
Crush?
Smash Crush looks like he
With
might
a name
be
like that, he doesn't need help.
Yeah,
All right.
he is there and he is confident and he is relaxed and he is the one running this game.
Oh, it's his game. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what you get out of that very good roll of observation.
Well, I guess best course of action, because he's kind of spotting things, is I should probably try. I'm
Alright.
kind of the lone wolf right here
Yeah.
because I just came out of nowhere. I should probably at least try to.
All right, you're trying to present yourself as
Yeah, just.
you're trying to build your persona as like
But honest, like who I am, and I'm not trying to kind of nefariously.
Use one of your
Be
skills, though, if
deceptive
you
about
can.
your wealth, but sort of using
plus
your own,
religion.
I'm
Leadership
handsome and
skills.
confident. And
Commanding the
whatever.
room.
no,
No.
no.
How often can we use these skills?
Oh, just as often as they seem appropriate.
Okay.
All right. Well, then I'll try and
Quick wit?
have a conversation.
Quick wit would be good.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll do quick witting then.
All right, so you're trying to set yourself up as like this.
To gain trust.
Yeah.
From everybody.
You're kind of like a rich leisure class kind of elf. Just happens to be on the ship. Got money to spare.
Oh God, no. Outright failure.
That's mixed results because you're.
Yeah, you got a
Wait.
plus one.
Mixed results. Please don't be that. Please don't.
All right, so like you haven't impressed these people. They think you've got the money, but like they think you're an idiot.
That's fine.
That's
Yeah.
probably not a bad
It's
impression.
not a bad
You've
thing,
heard
but
worse.
like,
My elf folks used to
That
call
could
me the
work out
same
well.
thing when I was a kid.
but
so-
they're a little bit suspicious of you because you don't seem like you quite fit in with this crowd.
Yeah.
So like they haven't rejected you,
Yeah.
but they're kind of like they're wondering about you. They have unanswered questions,
Okay.
and you came in here with like an inveterate gambler.
Oh, okay.
So
He's not. Bob Wob's not a suspicious guy.
he's not a suspicious guy. He's just
They
kind of
know
like, he has a reputation as a professional gambler.
Okay.
And
But
nobody-
not a this kind of gambler.
You know, he works very hard to keep his reputation as
Okay,
a gambler.
okay.
on.
Is he still drunk, or is he
No,
just
no,
acting normal?
sober up.
He's drinking, but he's not. He's kind of drunk. He's not doing his.
He's
Yeah,
focusing on the
facade.
game.
That's for his like. That's his casino act.
Yeah.
Now he's in business mode.
Okay.
Can I maybe scope out the room? I guess for similar things to see what I know, but also just maybe get an opinion on who might be the best mark if I get the
Okay.
opportunity. Just use infiltration. No, that's up from a spectacular failure because I have +1 in it to an outright
Okay.
failure.
Okay, so like
You have learned.
So I
enough.
guess I
Like-
don't know a thing.
they're very demanding, and you've been in and
Yeah.
out of the room like 5 times, getting like sandwiches, and like the coffee wasn't right, and like you have.
Why do I put up with this?
You know, so you've been too busy
Yeah.
doing your job to like really scope the place. So, so if you want to get to the gambling,
Yeah. All right. Let's do
okay.
it. So we're just playing hands right
Do you
now.
have any skills you can use for that?
Not
Yeah.
really.
So
Just
so
gambling.
basically,
Should have put gambling as a trait.
Yeah.
so the first couple of rounds are just your gambling is normal. Then
Yeah, we're just
then
gonna-
the cheating begins.
Oh. Okay.
So this is a success, a test of how well you are cheating with Bob Wob to kind of redistribute the wealth from them to you.
I'm hoping
Would
my
quick wit be?
quick
that
wit
then?
kind of helps with that.
We'll say it does. Actually,
I'm thinking on my feet, sort of thing.
give me a mind roll and a body roll, and we'll kind of.
Okay. Mixed results.
All right, +1
So complete
So
success.
complete
success.
success.
So
for my.
so you are acting the part well and doing things well. Now let's see how well you physically cheat.
Oh wow! Astounding success.
Okay,
Oh.
so you
I couldn't
are.
come at a better time.
The first couple of rounds go perfectly. You aren't winning too much, but that money is kind of like
yeah, it's
seeping
redistributed.
over.
I'm like impressed. Watching
Yeah.
it. Around,
He was-
like-
Yeah, we're all like, he actually pulled it off this time.
I'm giving you the trust me next time, right?
You're like, I've been around.
I just
This
put
is
my
my first
staff
poker
back
game,
in.
okay?
like, so
Learning
like,
things about your elf bro over here, okay?
you're acting a little overconfident because
But I'm pulling it off.
but you're cheating so well that nobody is
They're just like,
suspected
oh,
a
this guy's
thing.
pretty good.
Yeah, you're just having some good luck.
Okay.
So, and we'll do that again because we're in the next round of gambling.
Both of them?
Yeah, give me both again.
Mixed results.
So that's complete success.
So that's a complete
That's
success.
All right, so you.
It's the same as last time, right?
Please
Yeah.
get a status. What is that? Complete success.
All right, so
Wow.
you continue your winning streak. That's not too much winning, so you're pocketing that cash. You're pocketing that cash,
And Bob Wob is getting his.
and like he's.
Yeah, he's doing okay too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that's
Like, I
kind of
picked
the
the right
plan.
guy,
Like,
picked the
you're,
right
you're
guy.
cheating between you because
Yeah.
you get more information when you have 2 hands to look at,
Yeah.
and you can kind of like play people a bit, and you can kind of like distribute the winning and kind of go back and forth between you two
Yeah.
without like piling up money.
So we don't draw suspicion.
Yeah.
And it's spread it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm totally gonna try and claim partial credit for this later. Like, you guys have learned really well from me.
Wow. Well, thank you so much. But my math skills are
Do
terrible.
you want to
so
do
I appreciate
another
that.
Sure.
support roll?
Well, yeah, I'll try the infiltration again,
Alright.
and that's mixed results.
All right.
No, you-
After the plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
least you can get something.
That helps.
Okay, so you can tell.
There's a guy beside me with hot tea. I just want to see if I can make him iced tea.
All right, give me a check on your chill out power.
Yeah. Okay. So mixed results +1 complete success.
Okay.
He's like, oh.
So he's holding. So like one of the woman's bodyguards was just having like a mug of tea.
He burnt his lips and he's like, oh.
And he throws it back and again it's cold and he's surprised. Then he looks at it and he takes a bigger one.
Yeah.
And he kind of looks at you. And gives
I have
you
my
a nod.
icy fingers and I'm
He
just
gives
like,
you a nod. He's like, this could catch on. He just kind of like said that with his body language, and you kind of made a friend.
You're saying we're winning over the room.
Yeah, he won over that guy. So,
All right.
So back to what you were doing. You can tell that the thugs with the Stonebore arms dealer are getting a little restless, and you can see they're getting twitchy, and they might be less impressed with his performance than the people actually at the table, because they're there to keep an eye on things.
So then I might sort of, when I have, breathing room, sort of go over and try to, like, make friends with them. And then also maybe if that's successful, try and, like, build him up a bit.
Okay.
Try to convince them that he's, like, pretty impressive.
Do a good job. So you're trying to play, like, the buddy nice. We're both to help here. You're bringing them, like, snacks they didn't ask for.
Yeah, like, it's pretty tiresome, all these demands and whatever. So, like, I mean...
That's not really an infiltration.
So, like, I have deceptiveness. I don't know if
that
that's
would be a deceptiveness, so...
That's in my mind.
Alright.
That's up from an outright failure to mixed results.
Alright. They're having none of it. Like, you haven't, like, angered them, but they're clearly professionals on the job, and they aren't taking the bait, basically.
Alright.
So, you maybe help distract them a little.
But they're not friends.
They're not friends. You've not made friends, but like they've taken their mind like somewhat off of his shenaniganizing. Which they're only a little suspicious about because they're being paid to be suspicious.
Yeah.
Alright,
well,
so...
I feel like we've done quite well with the
You've done quite well, but we are in like the last round of gambling.
Alright.
So you've done really well so far. So this is where the
Should we
odds
create
stick
some
to you.
Here's
suspense
where
and
everything
go
goes
to the
pear
dinner
shaped.
now? Or?
Okay.
Saturday knows.
So this is strictly for the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so mind and mixed results
For
mind.
and that's
Yeah,
that's
with
up.
the plus.
Okay.
Yeah. So mixed
So-
results.
You're sweating a little.
Yeah.
You-
Well,
you-
I'm doing really, so it's like, oh,
You
come on.
know, you look more nervous than someone who's got money to burn would look, even with this kind of big pot in the middle. So
Guys, listen, I've got a lot of debts I'm trying to take care of.
no, it's not doing you any favors. So
Trying.
it's kind of believable that you're nervous, but you're maybe a little too twitchy about it.
Oh.
So let's give us a little bit of a body roll to see how well you cheat.
Mixed results.
Ooh,
We're in the middle.
yeah. I'd say you manage.
Got a lot of currency on me.
You bring it off.
Oh, thank
You
you,
bring it
Jesus.
off. You bring it off. You kind of.
Wipe my
It's skin
furrowed
of your
brow.
teeth. It's skin of your teeth. But the orc noticed you cheated.
Uh-oh.
He's not bringing it up now, but he knows what you up to. You only managed to fool the other two.
Okay. I'm just
So
worried about that lady. She's really, really concerning me.
yeah,
She's
but
so quiet. I'll deal with Crush Skull. Don't worry about him.
so he lets it pass for the moment.
Okay.
So
I'm curious how well the other people at the table have been doing.
like they've lost money. Like
Is there anybody who stands out as like better or worse or?
the money has migrated from like the woman has pretty much broken even. Tom Forgeman kind of got cleared out, but he can afford it. And the mage lost money, so that money has Bob Wob has the biggest pot. You have a nice sized pot, and you're kind of and it's time to extricate yourself from the
Yeah,
situation.
I think we're done for the night. We should
Yeah.
probably split. You know.
All right. And that's when a massive explosion rocks the ship.
Oh, diversion! Yes, that worked perfectly.
There it is.
Sorry, Bob. Gotta go.
Give me a body roll to see how well you scoop up your winnings.
Also, I'm agile.
Okay,
so
I'll
this
give you
could
that.
help me if this pans out well.
So,
It is complete success.
all right, you managed to just like into your cape.
Later.
One movement.
I am 100% gonna try and make off with something in the confusion of the
All right,
situation.
Do it.
Give me
So
a
I guess that's sleight of hand.
Take
Uh,
from
what?
Bob Wob.
Wait.
We
No,
gotta come
that's-
across this guy.
No, that's failure.
Complete, like right at the base, or
Not
you.
outright. It's not spectacular. It was
Uh.
mixed results, but my skill is -1, so.
So you tried to smash and grab it. But
Oh.
Okay.
So it could be that like I didn't do it, but I didn't get caught.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens. Like you got a fistful, but the ship rocked again. It's kind of like frozen, and you're like, you know when to cut and run.
Yeah.
So now we're going to cut back to the captain's table.
Yes.
Post explosion, or in the midst of explosion.
Oh, we'll cut back to the midst of the explosion because, well, someone just blew a hole in the side of the ship, and
Soup bowls, like.
no, like where you are.
Oh.
Oh, you're in the middle of it.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and there's basically like fishmen raiders pouring in.
Oh.
We're being boarded.
Yes,
Oh.
Bastards.
Okay.
Hate fishmen.
so what you gonna do about this?
So.
So they're like fish dudes dressed like pirates, basically.
Okay.
Whoa.
So at first, my fox friend, because I have.
Yeah, you have your fox friend. So this is our first time in basically like active mode,
Yeah.
where actions count.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
So you have 3 actions that you do and 1 action for the fox.
Okay, great. So, my first action is to. I jump back, I realize what's happening. Bless you.
Salute.
And I start running for the door. The
Okay,
first
so-
door that I see.
so you're
I'm
just-
out.
You're just
Yeah.
You're cutting.
I'm
run.
done. Yeah.
All right, give me a body roll.
Oh, body, I don't have that great. Mixed results.
All right, so we'll say you take a few bumps and bruises on the way, but they're not paying attention to you, so
Okay.
you are now out in the corridor, and you can hear a commotion happening.
Okay.
So
So that's my one action one. My next action is I want to hide somewhere.
okay,
You can see I'm a really valiant warrior.
okay, so
This is. I don't have. Does that count as a?
well,
Not. I have defense, but it's not really a defense. That's not what I was
just
thinking
give me a
of.
body roll,
Okay.
and it'll just be a general idea of what's happening.
Okay. That is a complete success.
Okay, so you have like you're small, and you have gotten into like a corner, and you're just kind of like
Okay.
small, insignificant person, and we'll say that's enough for you.
Okay. And then.
you've removed yourself from the situation.
Yeah, and my fox, however,
Oh.
has more of an honorable
Okay.
spirit, so it tries to run out
Okay.
and kind of see what's going on.
Okay.
And that is a hold on, mixed results.
Okay, so you can tell there's a fighting happening in the main room, and there's a couple magical blasts going on, you know, because there's a few guests who had some magical power, and those people brought mages with them. So it's a fight gonna happen, and you don't really know what they're after.
Right.
But so, what are you 3 going to do now that you've got a fistful of money and things just exploded, and you don't know what happened? You just know a thing afoot.
I should leadership right now.
If you want a leadership right now,
We need to see what's going on. This is ridiculous.
So, and you know your captain would be at the dinner where the thing is going down.
Yeah, we gotta make sure the captain's alright.
That you just ran out of and left him to.
Yes.
Well, we're heading into the. Let's go for the thick of it.
All
Let's
right,
get in there and try and help the
so
captain.
you're like, well, you don't know that that's where it's
If
happening.
we knew
in
he
the
was
ship.
there, we just want to make sure he's okay. So let's try and find him.
No, you know the ship is under attack, but you have not discerned how and where yet.
All right, so let's go hunting.
Okay, so
For
you're
some
just trying
action.
to get some information?
Yeah.
All right, so you stop a crew person and you're just give me a leadership roll. See if you can command some information.
It is mixed results.
All right, so he's just like under attack.
What's with the people on the ship?
Under attack, pirates. I don't know. It's happening again.
Okay, guys, that didn't work. We need to
So-
keep hunting.
So, and you can see he's generally running away from danger. So you know danger is
Yeah, we gotta go where he's heading away from.
yeah. So
let's
you
just
can
keep
kinda tell
heading for
it's
it.
like the posh part of the ship,
So we're headed that way.
which you're already kind of in. So it's like the poshiest
We've
part.
designated the area we have to head
Yeah.
to. So we're heading there.
Okay, you can kind of see the commotion is happening around like the main dining hall, and so you can kind of see like a fight's happening, and you can kind of see that like you've gotten there a little bit late, and well, the sea folk are now withdrawing,
Oh,
so they've apparently got what they came for,
whoa.
and you can see they've got like a little ragtag number of ships that look like fast little steamer boats, and like they're just kind of like turning and
They're both
on their way, and they're withdrawn, and you can just kind of see like mayhem is left here. You know, there's a couple dead sea folk, a few like wounded guards. Your captain looks a little knocked out, so and the captain of the ship, who's a big burly lady, looks like she's furious and is hurt, like got like a wound on her arm. She's yelling orders and saying like, you know, she's irate.
Whoa.
So that's the situation you've walked into.
I think we should. Well, the captain's out cold, so let's.
Yeah,
He's good. Let's let him chill.
I was gonna say,
Like I did a full character setup for him, so
Oh,
his
okay.
physical body is 0, and his is noodle arms, chicken legs. So
Guys, the captain's useless.
he's not. He hires people for this sort of thing.
Okay, so let's just. He's okay. Whatever. Don't worry about him. We don't know where you are because you're hiding.
Yeah.
So
well,
like, if you want to give
Although
like,
the mayhem's
I was gonna
over.
say because the fox
You-
is out, right?
Yeah,
so
so-
it was getting ready to kind of
Okay.
draw me in, but
So-
I didn't really come
so
to the party.
if
early
you're
enough.
hiding still,
Yeah.
you can give like mind checks to see if you spot her on the way, because you would have passed her.
Okay, I'll check one. Mixed results.
So you see the fox.
Yeah. Oh, hey, what's
I
up?
got complete success.
Boom!
Alright, and you see like the little purple star bubble in the corner,
Yeah.
just kind of like bubbling, and you
Is
can
that
do
who I
what you
think it
want
is?
about it.
I was gonna ask if they were taking anything important or.
You got to find that out from
Yeah, we don't
someone.
know yet.
All right, so I see someone running with a box. I'm gonna use an ice arrow and try and hit it out of their hand.
What do you mean running?
Like they're
with a
taking
box?
something important.
Oh no, they're gone.
Oh.
You got here
Yeah.
and they are gone.
All right.
Yeah.
You can see they're like little like armada of quick ships, just kind of like
Okay.
you know.
We need to talk to the captain, the big captain.
The big captain. Okay,
angry
He's
see-
really angry, pissed off lady.
all right.
We're
see-
gonna.
That will take a good roll to get something coherent out of this very angry woman,
Well, we need to know what
But
happened.
hold on.
who is trying to like command her crew and get things going.
But you saw me.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're back in it. You're in the thick of it.
Well,
You're with
don't.
us.
Okay.
No, like that has not been resolved yet.
Yeah.
He knows you're there, and
But
you're
he
in a
didn't-
corner like bold.
Yeah. Because
So
if
you
I was
can-
close to it, you'd want to
So
see
you
if
can-
I knew.
you
Go
can
go
do
get.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So
Yeah, you need to do that.
you don't need to do a roll. You can just talk to her. And
Okay. What happened?
What happened?
I don't really know. I got all freaked out on the radio.
You're just like pirates.
I don't know what's going on.
Stardust ran ahead though.
I'm gonna say like I didn't leave with you two, especially because I'm not with you two.
Yeah.
I would probably like still play the role and also try to like ingratiate myself with somebody there and still try and make off with something as like helping usher people away.
All right. So give me a mind roll for information. Yeah.
I have deceptiveness under mine.
Okay. Give me deceptiveness under mind.
That or like sleight of hand.
Then a
but-
sleight of hand to see if you can get any silverware.
Okay. Okay. No, that's a complete success for me.
Okay,
Oh.
so you got someone who's like, they've taken the dam! They've taken her!
I'm just gonna
The
like
woman?
trying to calm down whoever this person is, like pat them like
Yeah.
reassuringly
Okay.
on the back and
Hey,
like
give me a sleight of hand roll.
You're just screaming at this.
mixed results.
Alright,
That's a
so
club.
like, you've gotten his wallet, but there's not much in there.
And then I guess like once that sort of died down, I guess it's like, well, I guess I'd better find everybody else. So I'll sort of like come on the scene like slightly after
Alright.
you guys.
So, do you want to try to talk to the captain?
Well, we should, try and either find out what happened. Well, she knows what happened.
Oh, yeah.
But either that or offer our assistance. I mean, we do have a ship.
Yes, you have a flying machine.
That's that leadership skill kicking in.
That's true.
Okay, so we're gonna, I guess, try and. What happened? What can we do to help?
So you're trying to introduce yourself as someone useful and not a floppy idiot that she's made shoo away from.
Yes.
Like,
Also, amazing poker player, but let's not talk about
Any
that.
skills? Are you
She's still got like a
using
bundle of
leadership?
cash.
Astounding success.
All right, so you're
Captain,
so you come onto the scene. And
we're
you're
here.
like,
I'm Captain Morgan. What can we do?
Captain Morgan.
We're professionals. We have a ship.
it's like,
It's state of the art. What do you need?
she's like, they've taken Grandmama.
Well, we're going to get it.
It's like, we aren't equipped with pursuit vessels. You're from that airship, aren't you?
You're damn right we are.
Can you get my Grandmama back?
Yes, we can. That's what we're up to.
Very
And
confident.
that's where we're going.
All right. So, if you want to try to do that, you're currently your captain is still like.
Do
So,
we need him to run our ship?
No, I don't.
You have the skills to run the ship by
Okay.
yourselves. Like you couldn't build the ship. Like
Let's
that's what
make
he
sure-
Because
did.
I think you mentioned he was like doing the boiler mage stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like you know,
He's also noodle armed, so he's not really that.
like you know, the ship is basically set up to that you can run it.
All right.
So, like you know, you couldn't run it for prolonged periods, but for this kind of, you're fine.
We're chasing down some fish pirates.
All right.
We're gonna take these guys out. So let's get to the ship and let's get her going.
It'll take you about like 40 minutes to get the ship up into like you know you have to like heat up the boiler, inflate the balloon, like you know, hidey hole, get things going.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like on the horizon at this point.
So they're pretty far,
They're you know they're chugging away.
but we got power flight, so we can.
Yeah,
way
you
faster.
got the airship.
Yeah, we have the aerial advantage here.
So you take to the skies, and what shall your roles be? You seem to be the helmsman.
I think I'm captain's kind of out of commission. Right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
So I'm not self-promoting, but I'm just gonna. We're stepping up, okay?
you were already second in
I'm
command.
first in command
So-
now. So let's get this done. Let's take care of business.
All right, so you will be in charge of piloting. We will need someone to take the weapon systems, which is a big old magical crossbow on the front. We'll need someone on the defensive system, which is a magical shield which kind of like spins around and protects the ship as needed. And we'll need someone running like mechanics and basically doing heals.
I'm probably the mechanic.
Alright, so you're the fixer.
Hold on a second. I may be in charge, but I have bow skills.
Okay,
I should be on a weapon.
Yeah.
so you can be on the ship.
I have ice arrows too. But
Skill, but I have a skill as one of my traits. Like I'm good with
Yeah.
with
Okay.
weapons.
firing bows. So
I'm assigning ship command.
all right, so you can command the ship from the bow.
Yeah, I'm just like
you can see
get
it,
on them.
You can see like on the front there's like a mounted crossbow.
I'm basically Jason Statham
Okay. Yeah.
on the front of this boat.
Okay.
So and you'll be like running mechanics. And we need someone to run shields and
You
someone to
keep us in
drive.
the air.
Okay.
Who's driving? Well, you've got bow skills too, so you're driving.
Okay.
Sorry
Probably
for
because
the
my
self-promo-
defense is -1, so that's
You're
probably
driving.
good.
But, I mean, I think there's a difference between your
Yeah.
physical
Yeah, yeah,
defense
yeah,
and like
yeah.
running the defense system.
Yeah,
Yeah. I just feel like my character is not like I ran away from the problem.
Okay.
But
So
you're fiery and you're strong. That's what we need
Yeah,
up front.
that's
you're in
true.
charge of the. You're
Okay.
you're driving.
all right.
I'm
As
shooting.
long as
You're
nothing
also
bad
shooting.
happens.
You're shooting your own stuff.
Somebody needs to pay attention to defense.
Yeah.
I'm like yelling up from
Right.
already like below.
Yeah.
Right now.
Stop all the weapons from hitting us! All right, so have we caught up?
Your defense.
All right. Let's see how well you're driving.
I'm defense.
You're driving.
Or-
You got to roll. We have to
Okay.
see how quick you got there.
Okay.
So, do you have anything that would help?
I said
You'd
paddle
be
to
good
the
at
metal.
boat ship driving.
I don't have any driving skills.
I have what I have labeled as divine connection.
Nope.
Got the spiritual thing? No. And empathy, which is not going to work for non-people things.
Strength.
I don't have that. It's a -1.
Whatever, good enough.
So just give
So
me
I'm average.
It's just a
Just give me
giant
a
deal.
mind roll.
Mind roll? Okay.
Yeah.
That is an astounding success.
Yeah, right. So you are good
I
at
knew I
this.
promoted the right person.
Like you are like chugging along. You got like a nice wind stream, so you're just
Cool.
like,
I'm in tune.
oh yeah.
You're better than this at me. That's
Yeah.
why I got you in there.
So
Alright.
you are like catching up great. Looks like you will be like, they're not gonna get away from you. It doesn't look like so.
Okay, cool.
All right, and with that, because they have magic crossbows, which are basically laser beams.
Oh, I feel like they're cheating. All right.
You get them too.
Okay.
So there's a couple strikes coming into the ship, and we'll see how well they do.
Who's defending?
You are.
Get on that defense, my friend.
Defending with bows.
Like
Just
if you
laser
want,
them out of the air.
like
Robin Hood.
the ship kind of has its own like energy shield thing.
Yeah.
But if you want to put up like an ice shield or something, you could also like
Yeah.
do that.
I'll cool it down a bit.
I think you need to chill these guys out.
Or like just like throw out some like intercepting chunks or whatever. You are in charge of like protecting the ship.
I like
and
the
there's
ice
several-
shield.
Misdirect
I like
their weapon.
I
Yeah.
reinforcing with
Okay.
an extra shield.
Get out there and defend.
2
Alright,
layers
so-
of shield.
Their first volleys just kind of like go off the bow. They're still like, you're still a bit far out, and so they got a failure.
These guys couldn't hit the broadside of the barn. We're good.
So let's give another, if you want to like volley back and see what you can.
On the offense. That is wait, hold on. That's a complete success.
All right.
+1. So it's an astounding success.
All right. So you can like pick a target
Oh.
on that boat. You can just put a hole where you
Whoever's
want.
firing at me, we're taking them down.
All right, so-
We have to stop their
That's smart.
Yeah.
assault.
So
Very smart.
you have taken out their like forward battery. They still have like
Yes.
2 more.
The shot just goes. It's like one of those Patriot missiles.
Oh yeah, if you fire it, but on like a normal bow that just comes out, it just kind of like
No, this just,
rail guns away.
yeah.
With like a blue streak.
Does
It's
it
like-
explode in blue?
Oh yeah. It's,
It looks amazing.
oh man, it looks like 1970 Sparks. It's
Yes!
amazing.
And I'm like, cool.
These fish guys, they don't know what's coming. Don't worry, we got this.
And you see someone like go off the side of the rail. He's like, whoa!
Yes, just like in the movies. So that guy, the one's done. We still have another ship firing at us though. If I recall correctly, there was 2.
There's like the
multiple
big steamer
shots.
and there's like a smaller steamer.
So we took out the one.
But there's like 3 batteries on the big ship.
Okay.
So you've taken out like the forward battery, and now there's like 2 more that'll still have a chance to fire at you in a little bit. So the ship is still okay, but if you want to see if you can put on an extra burst of speed,
Yeah, see if you can get us closer.
see if you can
Yeah.
see if
Makes
you
it-
can work
makes it
some
easier
magic.
for the
shots. Give me a body roll.
Yeah, because I don't actually
You're
have
giving it like the fawns.
no failure.
All right, so
Aw.
you have not made the ship go faster. You just
Yeah.
like hurt your hand a bit.
We still have steady progress.
Yeah. So,
You're better.
so let's have another navigation from the pilot here.
That was a mind roll,
That's
right?
a mind roll.
Come on, Captain.
That is a mixed results.
Mixed results. So like, you're kind of like, whoa, you got to get across wind going. You're still going. They're pulling ahead a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. You're still doing good, but they're like,
They got some speed.
yeah, they
Because
put
of the wind.
yeah,
And the lack of bow.
yeah,
They got some a bit more.
no,
Yeah, I lightened their boat a little
Yeah.
bit, so sorry about that.
they're scared a little bit now, so they're just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, they're turning up the juice.
Okay.
Should we fire again?
If you want to
Yeah.
fire back,
Yeah.
go ahead. See
The
if
only
you can-
thing is we don't know where the
That's why
grandmother
we just gotta
is.
take out the guns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Get
we're
the
just
guns
taking out the
down,
guns.
and we can get
Oh,
on their
okay.
ship and we can try and get her back.
I misunderstood.
It's okay.
Well,
Or like
There are
hit-
2 different
hit-
ships,
hit
right?
like
Yeah.
a
We don't know.
wing
Well,
or
there's
Like,
just
we
something
don't
and
guess.
slow them
Yeah.
down
there's a
so
little
we
like
can catch up.
chase ship, and there's like a bigger ship.
A main ship. Okay,
What's
so we
easier,
can.
take out the guns or take
One,
out their...
the little
take out
one was
their
like the
masts?
boarding ship they used.
Ask him.
How did these boats...
Yeah.
Are they hold on. What's the power source of these things? How are they
Steam.
moving? Sails?
Steam.
Oh, they don't have sails.
Well, they might
If
have
we're saying if
sails.
they're- if
We
they're
want to see
sails,
if
we
we
just
should
slow
slow
them
them down or take another bow
Well,
in.
they basically got like they're like steam tramps. They got like big wheels. They look
if we
like
take out
small,
the wheel.
fast, nasty little boats.
But if we take out the wheel...
Yeah,
They're
if
immobilized.
you want to take out the wheel or the engine, like taking out one wheel would definitely
The engine can stay. As long as they don't have forward propulsion, we're good. So we gotta take out this giant wheel.
Now these wheels are big suckers.
We got a big arrow.
So you gotta have like precision hit. Just poking a hole in it's not gonna do much. You gotta like take out the
take out that
axle.
or the guns.
I say
Stop
try
the threat?
steam.
Okay, we're going for the wheel.
Okay.
I got the double shield with the ice.
Yeah.
Baby Jesus, take the wheel. Oh wait! Astounding success. Because I got a complete +1.
Okay,
both skills.
so like you put it like right through the axle.
Done.
Like, between the boat, like there's like a cover and the thing.
Oh,
there's
yeah,
like,
it's-
there's
yeah.
like
We magicked it
the
in
size
there,
of a
don't worry.
womp rat. Just like boom, and that
Airbend.
wheel just like falls away, and the ship starts to list to the side.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Nice.
and they're
She's
gonna
slowing.
do a couple of shots at you.
Bring it.
So
Yeah.
like red laser beams coming in.
Take him down.
Defense.
So give me a defense like
on
1
what?
second.
On skill or
Mine
no?
hit-
Skill you can't.
Skill.
Yeah.
Is it skill?
On a
Skill?
skill roll.
Yep.
Complete success.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
So one
And-
shot goes astray, and the other shot like right into your shield. It would have done damage, but you prevented it.
Nice.
And
Good
the ship
job.
kind of like
Yeah.
you kind of do a Kirk.
Ah!
Like the force still kind of like transfers to the ship, but it's kind of like
But we're-
deflected
It
down
just
and
shook
go.
us. It just shook
Yeah.
us.
Cool.
We're flopping around like fish. We don't know what's going on.
So if you want to give like, what do you want to do now?
We need more speed.
Like you need so
They're slowing.
Give
We
it
gotta
her
get
all
there
if
fast.
she's got.
So their big ship is now listing a bit, but the small ship still booking it.
Okay.
Oh. That's telling me
I
something.
guess, yeah, because you said the small ship was the infiltration ship.
Yeah.
I don't know if we were able to keep an eye on them early enough to tell if the small ship had ever gotten to the big one.
Like all you can tell is they
If
were
the
on
little
their
one
way.
should
They,
take them off.
they were in a group and they could have like done stuff,
Right.
but you don't know.
They're
Yeah.
steamboating it, so something important's on that little one.
Yeah.
Alright.
Or they're
Well,
trying to
let's see
divert
if I
our
can
attention.
actually roll better. I think
But if
that's
it's going
a
like
no.
this, it'll take them a while to
Oh yeah.
off board or anything.
Which was this again? Was I doing mind or body?
You're doing body because you're just
Body.
basically like
You're
begging.
trying to get the speed going.
Oh no, okay, that's mixed.
All right,
Yeah.
so like you managed to put on a bit more juice, but things are starting to clank. If something, you're stressing things a bit.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Reactor at like 112.
You gotta get us closer.
Yeah.
Get some.
So what are
flight.
you trying to do? Just trying to get closer? Or are you trying to like?
I think we're going for the little guy now since he took off.
All right.
Yeah.
Something important's on that
Are we
ship.
close enough to try and like board or?
No, you could probably land on the big ship if you were lucky, but like the little ship is still like
Yeah,
pulling
still
away.
going.
Slowing
If the
down.
small one's not helping protect the big one, then the small one probably has what needs protecting.
There you go.
Complete
Smaller.
success.
All right, so you're still like booking it. You're now passing the other ship, so they still have 2 batteries and will be hammering you from behind. But they're just kind of like
But we're speeding around. We're
Yeah.
Maybe you want to aim at one of the big ship's weapons because
Yeah.
we're
While
going to be
we're
like
speeding
in
up.
between,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
you can still like swing back, but it's going to be harder now because you're on a weird angle.
How big is this ship?
It's big ship, but you will have a minus to it, so you'll only have a normal roll.
Because I wanted to go for like the side of the ship and try and sink it.
Oh, you can try to like poke a hole, but it will take.
Are
a
we
couple
sure
of
that
good
she's
hits.
not on that though?
The
No.
little ship took
See,
off.
No,
Yeah, but you don't
You have
know.
a theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why would they send their little ship ahead if it was something important?
But
on
it
the
could be
They could be
diversion,
messing
like
with
you
us.
said, though.
We can
What kind
only
of diversion
guess,
would that be
right?
terrible? Because then they're stranded in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, but that
I wouldn't
gives
try
them
and
time
sink it, though.
If we
Okay,
go boom.
so if
Yeah.
she
If we
is
take-
on the big ship, the
Yeah.
big ship is not very maneuverable right now.
Yeah,
So we
yeah,
go
right,
after
so
the little
it's-
one first, and
yeah,
if we're
and then come
wrong,
back.
we can
Knock
still
it out and come
yeah.
back.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're doing one of these.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
kind of listing, but like the
It'll take
bowmen
a
are
while.
still like.
Yeah. So I'm worried about those weapons, and then also if the other
Yeah.
ship's still like I don't want to be caught between the
Let's
two
take a
of them.
team.
So you're
Let's
trying
take
to
a
take out
team.
another one of their.
Are we taking
boats,
out
right?
their stuff while we're still?
Like you
Okay.
can, it doesn't slow you
Like,
down.
yeah.
I think it's worth a
Yeah.
shot.
It's
Yeah.
just kind of like a
It has to
weirder
be a
angle
good
for
shot,
you.
Has to
though.
be,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you
It's got to be a
lose your
perfect.
bonus.
Has to be a perfect shot.
But worth a try.
Yeah, because
instead
I
of
can
just
still
going
do a
forward
defense
without
roll if even
Okay.
if we miss.
I got a
It's good. It's a good.
mixed results.
All right, so
bad.
like you just kind of like you've wounded like the operator,
Good.
So that one's not gonna get a shot off at you this round.
The other one's still going on.
But someone's gonna come up and it'll still be operational next round.
Okay.
So
the guy went.
and
that's still good.
Another guy's like,
Not yet though.
my chance.
I'm gonna do it.
All right, so they are going to take a couple of pot shots at you.
Defense.
They're going to take a pot shot at you because you.
The other one's down.
You've
It's
temporarily knocked
immobilized.
one out. That is.
Oh, I like how he's going down the list.
Yeah. He's going back up it.
No, he's going back down.
Throwing
Next
us off.
result. You need to defend.
Yeah, give me defense.
So that was
What
a
was
skill.
on- Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
did
you
on
can do
the
your skill if you want.
Mixed results.
All right, so this is kind of just they hit weird at a weird angle. They're both kind of
They cancel.
wonky shots, so it's you get a bigger shake this time. You're slowed down a little, and the reactor gives a little more of a. You don't like it,
No.
but nothing serious has happened. Maybe things are a little more precarious for everybody at the moment.
Can we send you to see what's up with the ship and make sure it's still going okay? Because we have
She's
power.
already down there.
This is what I'm doing.
But can
Yeah.
you find out what's
You're-
going why we're
She was
Oh,
trying
okay.
to speed it up.
You're
though,
on,
now
yeah,
she
kind
can-
of bashing at the controls,
Yeah.
just
I can roll again to see if I can make things complain less.
yeah. Just give a mechanics check.
Just anything, because if we stop
body.
speed, then we're screwed. We have
yeah.
nothing.
That's still mixed.
All right, so you're just kind of you're just holding tough together.
It's not getting worse, but it's not getting better either.
No, it's just,
A constant is okay.
yeah.
As long as we're not going
Things
down.
are going wrong. You're fixing them at
Yeah.
kind of enough.
Yeah.
Right.
We're keeping her patched
Try
together.
getting hit less.
I'm thinking of
We're trying
BB-8
really hard.
putting all the things on the controls.
Yeah.
This is
Last
super
Jedi.
difficult. We're just running around like crazy people. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we shot?
All right, so
Okay.
let's give navigation
Yeah.
a try.
Because we're going for that.
We're still
Yeah,
taking that little one out.
you're past the floundering ship, and you're trying to catch up the little speedy ship.
Okay. Complete success.
All right, so you're
Whoa.
now over top of that.
Are
ship.
we out of range of the weapon
No.
on the other one?
These are magical cross. They're lasers.
I think we should
So
try.
do you-
We should try and get on this little
Yeah,
ship.
do you want to? Because
I don't want to blow it up because if she's on there, we're gonna mess it
Yeah,
up.
so
Yeah.
You want to take it?
I'll keep defense up if you
Yeah.
go down. Because
If
you're the
we're
only one
really-
that can really.
No, no.
Go ahead.
If we're really close to it, that at least means it's a bigger risk for the big ship to shoot at us because it might hit the
Right.
other.
No, you're
Yeah,
you're just
true.
kind of in its airspace.
Oh, okay.
So you haven't attempted to land or
dock,
anything. This ship is about 4 times the size of your airship because your airship is not huge. The boaty part
Yeah.
is just kind of enough for 6 people comfortably.
Well, you're on the controls,
Yeah.
so you got a lander.
No,
Okay.
not yet. You've just cut up. So
Well, then I'm gonna take one more shot at
Alright.
the other guy.
okay.
Try and knock something out. That is a. Oh god, it's a mixed results.
Oh god.
No, you lost your.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
it's
Outright
a-
failure. It just.
Yeah, it's
We're too far
So they
away.
have 2 shots now at us.
Yeah.
Ah!
Crap.
So they're
But they're farther.
they're in a
But
good
that's
position.
laser.
Yeah.
Laser.
These are magic line of sight crossbow laser blades.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
feel
you
like
were
this stuff
just you
shouldn't
just got
exist in this
twitchy at
time
that.
period.
Yeah,
Moment,
no,
and didn't-
he's on the bow, so he's kind of
Yeah,
having
right,
to spin
still the
around
angle.
weird.
Right.
That's my excuse. I had
Yeah.
to shoot behind my back.
Right.
You know how hard that is? I had to try not to hit the giant balloon full of
Okay,
combustible
so you
gas.
got one looks like it's going wide, and the other looks like it's coming right at you.
For the love of God, help
Am
me.
I using chill out, dude, or is that
I think you're a bit tired, so you're just down
Okay.
to your body,
okay?
or
Oh,
body,
body?
or mind, body or mind, because you're just kind of working the controls.
Can we use
mine?
this-
Because I'm making
Yeah.
ice.
Yeah.
You're basically using a trackball on the ship now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not your
This ship
specific
is
skill.
amazing. There's so much cool stuff on it.
Complete success.
Okay, so you're kind of spent on your ice for a couple of seconds because you don't have unlimited magic.
Yeah.
So you kind of went to the ship's natural defense shield, which is just kind of a magic trackball.
Yeah.
And you kind of spun the shield around, and it came over into the right spot.
And we
Yeah.
one of those ones again. Okay, we gotta land this ship.
So you think that that is now expended for a couple of seconds. So if they come against you again, your kind of shield's down.
We gotta get on that ship.
Yeah.
Because if they come at us, they're taking out their own
But they're
ship.
gonna shoot at us regardless.
But
Or you
Like-
want
Well,
yeah,
like
land
depends
on it?
how like if you get
If we get to the ship,
if you
They're
get
not
like
gonna shoot.
they're not going
at-
to try and
yeah,
take out
that's
their own boat.
Yeah.
They
Alright.
shouldn't.
so
I don't know how crazy these fish pirates are.
give me a mechanics roll and give me a navigation roll.
Keep rolling. Not very well. That's a failure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, mixed
So-
with an astounding success.
Okay.
So,
So
this could be interesting.
so basically
Breaks
like
down and
yeah,
Yeah,
as is-
like the pressure of going so fast basically like ripped a hole in the balloon.
Oh.
So it's not like apart. It's
So
just
we're,
kind of
we're going down regardless.
you're going down faster than you want to. So like the little like air release you do like ripped open more, and it's like you're going down quickly, but you are doing a fantastic job. You're doing shit things that this ship is not meant to do. Like you've turned the wings into like parachutes, and you're just kind of like coming down. And you are a leaf on the wind.
Awesome.
So
You just
and-
Top Gun this boat.
and, like-
You did
Yeah.
a great job.
right onto the cargo deck is just like
And everything.
this thing lands, and like the balloon just kind of
with a large
Very
farting
dramatically, yeah. Slow.
So you are now on the deck of the little ship,
Okay.
and you are still at the crossbow quarrel if you want to use it, and you see some very upset-looking pirates.
I don't know. I've got both. I think we should get out there and start taking. These
All right,
guys down.
you're
Either we stay. Hold on. Let's ask the question. Do we stay in the protection of a ship?
like
How
Well, we
long is
have
it going to be
How are
protected?
we going to get the woman back if we stay here?
No, but I'm saying let's take out these guys from in the protection
Well,
of.
I
a,
see.
I mean,
You
we're,
have-
we're on a deck.
you're on a deck, but
We're not in it.
You have like limited amount of
Which way are we
range.
facing? Are we facing towards the threat at least?
like
Or we, like,
you are on
backwards
like
and-
the middle of their cargo deck.
Balls. So,
So,
the guys
like,
on the other
imagine-
side.
There
like-
could be everyone around
Imagine a
us.
little
Yeah.
like
I just want to know what the situation
Yeah,
is so
yeah,
we can
yeah.
adjust accordingly. Why did I draw that fast?
like this is their ship. So this is their ship, and this is your airship parked right on its deck.
Yes.
And there's like cargo and stuff. You're a little bit tilty because you're on like a box, and there's basically like angry pirates around you,
Okay.
You guys take care of them. I'm
and
gonna
probably
go
more in
looking
the
for
hole,
her.
and like more in
I'm
the
sneaky.
like.
True.
I like that.
Yeah, elf
You go
bros
hunting.
with
And let's try
ice
and
and
let's try and
archery.
take these guys out.
So if you're like maintaining the high ground of your boat,
I think. Hold on. I think someone should man the big gun
all right. So
and use it. It's a big weapon.
yeah,
Right?
Yeah. True.
Try not to blow the ship up, but you know,
Yeah.
we should try and use it. So we should roll for it. You should go first and try and
I'm
sneak
gonna
out.
use this commotion and
All
like
right.
my
Yeah.
infiltration.
Everything's
cool.
mental
See
right
if
now.
you can get onto the ship without like,
Okay.
you're like under the balloon, kind of like scrambling
Not
down.
crappy roll. It's been
Yeah.
okay. Well, with +1, it's mixed results.
All right. So like.
Okay.
You've gotten off the ship without like dying,
That's good.
That's a positive.
Let's see.
but there's like one pirate that noticed you. So you're like he was like having a bathroom break in this like, in the offside area now, and he's just kind of like. So you've got like one guy to deal with, but like everybody else is very focused on.
But he
this
just
stuff.
came out of the bathroom, so he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, he's very refreshed.
I thought maybe he dropped his pants and he's like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's what I
trying
thought
to
too.
pick up his
He's just
stuff and shoot
finished.
at the same time.
There we go.
Okay, well, I don't have in terms of like abilities
You're not a
fight. I'm not a fighter. I can do some magic stuff, but you guys have more of the fight, and it sounds like more of a fight thing. So I could probably man the
Okay.
crossbow because it's more of a
You're on the ship.
yeah.
All right.
We're going into the thick of it.
back to back.
I also have an extra because of this, Robbie.
Yeah.
Companion
Oh.
in actions. I get an extra. I get
You can
one-
do a fox thing.
yeah. I can do a fox thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Don't
Does
jump
everyone
on
have
people, need to
4?
face
Oh,
them.
we all have
Everyone
4.
has
Okay.
3, but I give everyone 4 toes in case you pick a name.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't get any of those.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. So
So I have 4.
during this period,
Yeah,
you are now operating with
I get 3.
3 actions around.
All right.
So that's like you doing a thing. You're shooting a thing. You're moving the thing. You're trying to solve a problem. You're trying to figure something out. You need to use an action, and
Okay.
I will have actions on my end.
Okay, who's first?
All right. So you can kind of operate you. So you've done a thing.
Yeah,
you've
you've
sneaked
done
on
a
board.
thing.
So you have 2 more actions this round.
Okay. I'm gonna try to like incapacitate the guy rather than like taking them on.
Okay.
In a,
So
like.
try to just
So
like
I mean, like I don't know.
cosh him.
Yeah, I don't know if I could apply sleight of hand to that or not.
Let's say like you have like a surprise
or like
attack.
sneakiness or something.
Yeah, you have like a moment of shock you can take advantage of and try to like cold hog him.
Okay. So which am I rolling? Like my
You can
skills
do your
or just
sneak.
body?
You can do your sneak.
Okay. Oh, that's a astounding success plus 1.
That guy.
Things are changing.
So you're just like you take out your like little caution. You're just like dream time. And he's
Like
like
Wayne
into the
Brady.
sea.
Alright.
You're not dealing with him anymore.
Beautiful.
So your
And
threat
then-
has been taken down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you are
You're good
now
to go.
on the ship, and nobody knows you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I want to get inside the ship and try and
All
find
right.
a
So
person.
you try to find like a cargo hatch and like sneak in.
Yeah.
So like, give me an infiltration roll.
I seem to be rolling. Oh no, wait, no, that's complete success
All
plus
right.
1. So
Oh,
that's
nice.
actually astounding again.
So like,
Yeah.
They're in. All right.
you
Let's do
have
this.
like passed through this cargo hold without tracing. You're now in like the cargo, like the underdeck,
Nice.
and it's just kind of like a big empty space full of boxes. You think like the mechanics are back there. Like you can get around the undership, and there's nobody seems to be here. So that's you.
Yep.
Okay. You
want
wanna
me
go
to
first?
Okay.
I think you should take down one of these guys with that.
So there's basically like
Immensely
there's
powerful
basically like
weapon.
a squad of salty lads angry at you.
Yeah.
Aim
At
right
least
for
in
the
one
center of
direction. Yeah.
They're
The
kinda
one that
like-
I can kind of reach.
Aim to the middle.
And
hope
that
for the
was
best.
now for this. Do I use body because it's more of a strength thing, or am I using mind? I was using for navigating the ship.
What are you trying to
Just
accomplish?
The
controlling your gun.
crossbow thing.
All right, so that would be a body roll.
Body. Okay.
Yeah, you're doing like a
So
dexterity
you're like physically
thing.
aiming.
Yeah.
Oh. Boo. Can we change it? Spectacular failure.
All right, so the crossbow like just explodes.
No.
You pointed it
Great.
at like the deck, weird, and it's just kind of like backfired and like completely blown away. So you do
Awesome.
not have a crossbow anymore.
Okay.
More of a
That guy
distraction
turns
for
up
me.
the
Right.
Okay.
Just like
Distractions
a shower of
about.
sparks coming down, and you're like, ah,
Okay.
I just got that.
So I'm going to then realize. Actually, Stardust is going to run
Okay.
and realize that okay, they're probably going to counter. So we need some defense. So we'll try and put up the defense shield because
Okay.
Stardust can paw at it or something,
Okay,
right? Because
so-
it's like a movable thing.
It's a movable thing.
Yeah.
It just kind
It's
of
got
moves like
intellect.
a limited like energy
Yeah.
shield around.
We'll do it. You know, he'll doesn't really know exactly what he's doing, but activating it somehow,
Okay.
and it's a complete success.
Good luck.
Love that fox so much.
This looks like a cat playing Fruit Ninja.
Yeah.
It's just like,
And it worked.
yeah, and the shield was just kind of like off in the corner, just kind of like.
Yeah, right in front.
So it's like right in front of you, and you're like, okay. You have a second to breathe. If something like was incoming, you would have extra protection.
Yeah. Okay.
It's still like half recharging from that hit it took earlier.
Okay. I still have 2 actions, but
Yeah.
does that mean that I go
You
with
can-
this one,
you-
or can I?
You can hold your
Even.
actions until like they finish doing stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna
Pass.
try and get out on the deck and take cover,
Okay.
so I have somewhere to shoot from.
All right. So just doing some
Protection.
flippy shit and get
Yeah.
down. Okay.
With my agility.
Okay. Give me a body
I knew
roll.
that was gonna come in handy at some point. That
Already
is a. Let's see. Mixed results +1. Complete success.
All right. So you swashbuckle onto that deck, no problem.
Yes. Awesome. That's one. And then I'm gonna use my bow,
Yep.
and I'm gonna try and at least take out one guy.
Okay.
I have
So
to try and shoot for somebody, because we got to get through this. And that is a complete success again,
okay. So
because my bow skill.
so I actually have a thing I'm doing here. So
Okay.
we will see how well you do.
That arrow's coming in hot. Just saying.
Yeah. So it's
Well, this doesn't work for you.
Next.
that was a complete success.
Oh,
And
Mine was 2.
what's your multiplier?
+1.
All right.
Wait, multiplier over here.
Yeah.
100% damage.
Okay. So
Oh.
yeah. You take a dude out.
Yes!
Oh.
His head explodes.
Yeah, it's
In
just
a
like
fury of
like
blue light.
you've got a couple of those like portable sized.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
They're
just
not. They're enough to take a dude down, but they're not like blowing up a boat.
Yeah.
And then let's see. I still have agility, so I can. Can I pull off another shot while I'm in there?
Yeah, that'll be another action.
So that's my last action.
Yeah. So just trying to clear the deck.
That is a complete success. Plus, that's 200% damage.
Okay, so like
So I'm shooting for a grouping. There's a couple guys.
yeah, so like you get like a bank shot.
Yes. It's just like Lord of the Rings.
It's just like there's like a shiny surface, like a bell or
And it's
something,
like boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
and I'm hitting dudes.
and it's just like through two chests, and they're just like.
Yes. So I'm doing all right. You're up now.
Anyone left or?
Oh, there's like
How many guys are there?
There's a squad, and they're mad. You just killed 3 of their friends.
Okay, I'm gonna roll and take cover like to the right of him, so I
Okay.
get a different
We're
angle
flanking.
on other people.
Yeah.
And that will be body. Is it
Probably.
body?
Yeah, because it's a movement. Yeah.
Oh, Spectacular failure.
Okay.
I think you kind of stumbled into something.
Slipped on my own ice.
You are now like laying at the feet of one of them.
And I'm like, oh, Jesus.
And he's got like a cutlass, and he's just like, yatter.
Oh, jeez.
I will say you lose in one of your actions for that.
Okay.
So you've got one last thing to do.
I would try to run as fast as humanly possible.
But here you have endurance -1. You've got staff combat +1.
Oh.
So if you
Try
But
and
if
hit
I
him.
hit him
Yeah.
once, then I don't have any actions left.
This round.
But
But you
maybe
will-
you'll incapacitate
Yeah,
him.
you
Yeah.
hope
Yeah,
you
right
crack
now
him in
you
the
are at a
skull.
disadvantage, this fellow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to take his legs out.
Okay. Try to even the ground.
Yeah.
Alright.
Complete success +1, so astounding success.
Awesome. Like
Saved.
you are now breakdancing on it. It is just like and he is now sprawled on the ground in front of you. So like you've maintained you're back on your feet and you look good.
I made it look fancy.
Yeah, I meant to do that.
Slipped on my own ice and then
You just kinda like rolled that into like a spin with the staff and it came up and you're like you're back on top, you're like, yeah.
It was
okay.
just settled. It was just settled. So you still have 2 actions.
Yeah, I
right?
still have 2 actions. So I am going to roll on my skill, manifestation magic.
Okay. What you were trying to do?
I'm going to try and create, because I know Stardust has like defense up on the
Yeah.
ship, but I'm going to try and create with magic, kind of like when my cloak comes in front,
Yeah.
it's like kind of like a screen thing, kind of like the defense shield.
Okay.
That gives me some time to kind of get out and like in the middle, so I can do my attack next.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you're
Attack setup.
already behind the defensive shield, so
Okay.
like you're kind of shielding your shield.
Okay, okay. So I can get out and not worry about getting. I guess I can't get attacked anyway because I'm.
You're behind the shield,
Okay.
so like it's,
So I'm going to like to use my cape for something.
alright, so
So I'm gonna
It's a sweet
I'm gonna spin my cape
Okay.
really fast, creating like kind of like a wind tunnel thing,
Okay.
which creates like an updraft type of a
Okay.
thing, and I'm gonna do an attack from above.
okay, so you're just kind of
Whoa.
like
Yeah.
you're helicoptered up there.
Yeah. And I'm like overseeing, and
you're
I'm
like
gonna
on this
do
like temporary cloud
Yeah.
of foof.
yes.
And okay, you can try to make an attack.
'Kay.
How successful are you at making a cloud
Alright.
platform?
Okay. Hopefully very successful. It is a +0 mixed results.
Okay.
Mixed
So
results.
so you get up in the air, but you're upside down.
Great.
It's the heat of
So
the
I'm gonna
moment.
give you a -1 in your attack.
Okay. Which would be on a body, or can I use magic for?
How are you attacking?
I'm attacking with my magic because my
Okay.
body sucks.
Okay, give it a try.
Except I don't have a plus anything. Okay.
So you're just.
Manifest.
What are you doing?
I'm
Tell
using
me a story.
I'm using a So I create basically an arrow,
Okay.
which is similar to the laser ones, but my skills aren't quite as good to create it as
Okay.
like profound
Yeah.
of a damage. But it's enough to like get that arrow going and like
Some sort of
taking out a couple of
magic
people.
missile, if you will.
Yes,
Okay.
But it kind of has a radius. It kind of has a radius of like a couple people. If there's a couple people there, then I can take out a couple people.
With one arrow.
Yeah, it's magic,
It's magic.
but
it has a
not
ball
much
effect.
more. More of a radius than 2 people.
Okay, we'll say if you have a good shot,
Yeah,
a
if it's
real good shot, you
if it's
might
an
get
astounding
2,
success. Okay.
which you can't get because I gave you -1.
You could probably take a look at and knock out another.
Okay, we'll just see what we get here. Oh, okay, never mind. Spectacular failure.
So, so
Blast.
you just exploded yourself.
Great.
So
Well,
you
I'm
are
upside
now
down.
hurtling towards the deck after your
Jesus.
cloud of air poofing failed.
I'm dangling upside down and I'm going
Yeah,
towards the
you are now
Okay.
plummeting. That is your trajectory at the moment.
You were real thrown off when that the magical crossbow exploded in your face.
Yeah, threw things for a loop. Yeah.
So you're trying to fly up, and you're just like, hop again.
This is horrible.
This is not working at
So
all.
you're just kind of like trajectorying down to the deck.
Okay.
Uh,
My
and-
turn's done.
Yeah, and it's pirate time. Yar. So, you're kind of safe for the moment because you're just kind of.
You're hard to hit.
I
when
haven't
you're moving
landed
fast.
yet.
Yeah, there are more immediate threats
Okay.
than the person who's blown themselves up twice in short succession.
Success. Diversion.
Your breakdancing skills are fantastic.
Yeah, great.
So we'll say the pirate squad is going to try to throw some bolos at you and tie you up. So they're going to make an attack. Which failed.
Yes.
So they're just kind of
Whoa!
like,
Well, past me.
and then they're going to try to just charge you in they have Wolverine climbing claws which they use to scale the boat, and they're just gonna try to
Weapon them.
they're just trying to kind of gut you.
Please tell me they didn't do very well.
They have a mixed result, so you take 5 points of damage.
Uh-oh. So I'm down to... Now, is that damage or is that the knockout one? It's damage, like health damage.
They're the same number. Those are different thresholds.
Okay.
So damage builds up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you hit 45, you're knocked out. If you get 35 more after that, you're dead.
Okay.
Ooh.
You're dead or you're out, because that's not the death. I have 75.
Yeah, 35 after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or 30 after that. However your numbers work out.
Okay.
Let me actually.
Does that ever get reset? Like after each time, do we have to?
You have
note
to
that?
heal basically.
Okay.
And then just keep track of this, too. So one of these?
You heal each round though, or
You can just use your notebook if you want.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't heal each round.
oh.
You heal when you get a chance to heal.
So it's not a Call of
okay.
Duty, is what
Okay.
you're saying. All right.
Yeah.
So that's 5 damage. Balls.
Yeah, but you have
You have a
good
lot.
threshold.
Just don't hit my beautiful face.
Unless it's in a strategic place where another
Like, where the-
scar
yeah, it's like
would
another
look
Yeah.
very
cool ass
fetching.
scar, like
Maybe
right
put
here.
one across the eye.
Oh yeah, I've always wanted one of
Without
those.
actually damaging the eye, just
Yeah.
kind of skims.
Maybe I want the whited over eye, so I look like I'm like.
No, that would.
You want
That would
depth
go
perception,
against
though.
your-
You could,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah.
All right, I'm trying here. I'm trying to just up the cool factor.
Or just that nice little split in the eyebrow that shows you're a fighter.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one of those. Yeah. So they got me 5. So now I gotta
Alright.
rip in my beautiful face. Okay, so who's
Are they still going, or is that everything? Is it back to us?
Oh no,
think we still-
this is like a squad of guys doing stuff. So there's a couple of guys trying to avenge their knocked out buddy on you.
Okay.
So give me a defense roll. Just kind of
use that staff, buddy?
Body then?
yeah.
Complete success.
Okay, so you.
Oh, plus your. Can you use a staff?
Oh yeah.
Because that's an astounding success then. Because you have plus
So
one.
you are unscathed. You are
Rocking
like
it hard.
you are doing some ninja ass shit.
He's Gambit.
Can I do a chill out, dude, and put
Not
some
your turn
ice
yet.
on?
Not your turn yet. You're only
Like
reacting
you're
to
like
stuff.
you're like Gambit. You're just flipping and you're like, chill out, dude.
All right, and they'll make one more attack on you,
Okay.
trying to tie you up with some bolos. And give me a roll.
Outright failure.
All right, so you just kind of get tangled up, and we'll say you need to like get out of that next round, or you're hosed.
And then you have to yell, not cool.
All right, so that is my turn. Let's roll it back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go looking for the most likely spot that somebody might be
Tied up.
imprisoned.
Okay, so you are doing some investigationing.
Infiltrating?
I suppose that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. That's a pretty fair call.
I know I've been using that. It's
Yeah,
fun.
but it's been.
It's,
What
you're
you're
doing a lot of
doing, yeah.
infiltrating.
Mixed
defines it.
results.
Mixed results. So you kind of, ships basic layout. So you have an idea of. Okay. You have an idea of the basic layout of the ship. You're in the cargo hold. Down the hall will be like a mess and some like crew quarters and like the boiler past that. And you see no sign of where they would keep someone, but you do have like a general feel for the ship now.
Alright. Well, I want to I guess go in. If I can't see anything likely in like the cargo area, I guess I'll probably go towards like crew, or if there's captain's quarters or something like that, where whatever I think on a ship somebody's most likely to be, I guess, secure.
Okay, so if you're just trying to sneak about, give me some sort of sneak.
Yes. Like this sneakiness trait I have. Well, that goes up from a spectacular failure to an outright failure.
Okay, so like...
I did so well last time.
how is that going to play out? Because you failed to sneak, but... Let's say you've tried to sneak past the crew quarters, and there was like a couple of guys from night shift, and you woke them up. They don't know you're there yet, but there's now a couple of awake people, nearby.
Because I guess, just, keep looking.
So if you want to, like, another sneak
like,
to see
I don't want to fight people if I don't have to.
Like,
I want
if
to,
you wanna,
find the lady and get her
want
out.
to attempt to, sneak past them now that they're, half alerted.
Okay, wait, is that better? Okay, mixed.
Mixed results.
Yeah.
It's better than a failure.
Let's say,
Oh no.
one of them pops out their head and give me a body check.
Is that actually good for a change? That's mixed. 'Cause I have no...
Yeah, no, they see you.
I mean, if that was a sneakiness check still, then +1. If it's just straight body, then it's mixed.
Let's just try to be
No, this is
sneaky.
just like you reacting.
Yeah.
So, right now they've seen you and they're surprised by you, and you still have an action. So you can kind of...
Okay. I think I'm gonna try and lose them.
Okay, you're gonna bolt?
Because, I mean, I could try hitting them, but I can only take so many hits. But then what good is
there's
it
two
if
of
I,
them.
find the person and two guys are chasing me?
Yeah, that's true.
Could you get into a vent or something?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try and lose them, because I know ships fairly well.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sneak into
Yeah,
like a
I
barrel.
could
So,
see that, yeah.
sneakiness or infiltration, I guess.
Alright,
Skill or
let's see
body.
if you can sweezle away out of this one. Give me a sneaky.
Okay, no, I have +1, so that's finally a success. Complete
Okay,
success.
so they pop out, they see someone, but you have become one with the shadow, and they're just kind of whoop, just down some stairs and around a corner. You're just ah, ba, 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 ba. And they can now hear commotion up above, and they're kind of
good.
Oh, no more guys are coming.
so they're gonna go to the. So you were probably
It's like
gonna.
they never end. Somebody
I guess-
waking these guys up or something?
Is that like that's probably everything for me for this turn, or can I?
That's
yeah.
you.
All right, so I've just run around the ship and
Yeah.
mostly escaped.
So you basically just like aggroed some guards.
Yeah.
Gotta be someone
Aggroed
else's
and then
problem.
de-aggroed. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're like
And
Right.
focus somewhere else.
yeah.
All right. I'm
Could
kind
be
of
worse.
impressed they weren't woken up by like the explosions on deck.
Right.
That
Well,
is
that
it.
might have jostled them out initially.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like
They're pretty
they
sound
work
sleeping.
apart on this ship, and a couple of guys are just
Yeah.
like in coma mode.
Except for that. Now they're awake.
Yeah, now they're awake.
Yeah.
Crap. Alright, so
So you have like
you're
I
plummeting.
think we,
back to
yeah,
the
I'm
deck.
basically.
You're kind of tied up. I got
Upside down.
I have a sweet slash in my eyebrow, but I'm still rolling.
Yeah.
kind of like, damn, I've become more handsome.
I'm like a rugged smuggler-looking guy. Okay, well, let's see. Well, I should use my motivation, being a guardian, and try and help my fellow. people.
Okay.
I should try and help you guys, so you don't crash into a ship and you don't.
So are you trying to save her?
I should
Him?
try. I'm gonna try and catch him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you a plus to that because you're using your
Sliding in
yeah.
2 actions. So it's 2 actions.
Sure.
Okay, I'm using my agility.
Awesome.
All right.
Wait, how's that 2 actions?
Because I'm running to you and then I try and catch you.
Oh, okay.
So that's 2.
So you're rolling twice or just once for?
Do I roll twice? Let's
You-
say if the first roll goes badly, I roll twice.
Let's do it.
I like the sound of that. Let's do it. I'm also very, very manipulative.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That is
From the gambling.
That's an astounding success, and I didn't even
Okay.
have to use my physical trait.
Okay.
So
you-
plus
you-
1 on top of that. I did like a friggin' wow, bam, catch, run,
You
slide,
did like a full like flip side like
catch, take
area
down.
back moves, caught him in the air. And he's just like cradled him gently.
Thank you so much, bam, slide.
And you're like just down to the ground like a pirouette. Just like
But there's guys coming at me
oh yeah.
because there's always guys coming at me.
And now there's like
They're like
Thanks.
distracted by how
They're like, wow, that was really good. Thank you so much. And then, hold on. I'm gonna pass it up to you now that you're down.
Okay.
You can do something because I've just went. Oh my good lord!
That
Now I
worked
caught a person.
so well last time.
Yeah.
Okay. So Stardust still has the defense shield activated.
yes.
Okay.
And it's just kind of like at the bow of the ship where
Okay.
you are no longer
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You are on the
Okay.
deck of the ship.
Yeah.
Of the
This is kind of
Pirate
protecting
ship.
our
it's just kind of like protecting the bow of the ship, but nobody's attacking it
Yeah.
because it's already exploded, basically.
So because the attack thing didn't go as well, I'm now fearful of doing that same sort of thing. So, but I'm no like weapon based stuff. So I'm going to use kind of like an illusion type of a thing, like a puff of smoke,
Okay.
and as kind of more of a defense, but also it will like make them all disoriented, so
Sure,
that they'll be kind of thrown
you're
off.
trying to become like a living flashbang.
Yeah, kind of.
It's a cover thing too because I'm like saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Sunglasses.
this is on my skill, which I keep thinking I have a +1, but I don't, which is not as ideal. This is gosh, outright failure.
Okay, so basically, yeah.
Fizzle.
You just kind of like sneeze and it's a black cloud.
Oh,
This isn't panning out
this
well
is
right
not fitting out well.
Oh right. I guess if you're wanting to try something different, you could
Yeah.
try helping him because he's
True.
Yeah, he's all
tied
tied
Okay.
up.
Oh yeah, you're all tied up.
I mean,
Okay.
or he can just like try getting out of himself. I don't know.
No, I seem to be failing hardcore. Okay, so I will. Now, where is he in relation to me, though?
He's to our left
Yeah, pretty much.
because he flanked that way and then went.
Oh,
Scroll
right.
up, bam, take it.
Yeah, and then did a thing, and
Okay.
then
So
go.
he's got a couple guys like closing in on him now that they've tangled him up.
Okay. So same like Robbie did. I have to move to there and then do something.
If
Or you
that's
can
what
use
you're
your-
trying to do.
You can
Yeah,
use your magic stuff
I
to
was
try and
thinking
take
of
them
that.
out.
If you
However.
if you can figure out something to do for
This
Mage,
one's gonna go great.
Third
Go
time's
right
a
ahead.
charm.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like you
That's
got
where-
this. You can do it.
If that's where your skills are, you have better odds.
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Learn from your failures.
because it's supposed to be helpful if I have
Alright.
the skill.
Yeah.
I'm going to use like a Jedi mind trick thing
Yes.
of like stunning them so that
Okay.
it prevents so that he has time to get out, and then if that's successful, then I can follow that up.
Okay.
Okay.
What about mine
Ooh,
though?
astounding success!
Okay.
Finally.
Okay, they just kind of like freeze, and they're just kind of like.
Okay.
You've like temporarily locked up their nervous system somehow.
Okay.
You're not even quite sure how you did it.
Something happened and it worked.
They're like, this is new.
Okay. So now I'm going to, because I'm not great at the weapons, I've already figured that out. I'm gonna go use that action to try and untie him.
All right, so
Just as like
you don't
body.
have to get past these guys like
Yeah.
aggressively now, so you can
Yeah.
just kind of scramble
It just-
and try to untie
yeah,
them
yeah.
as one action.
And I'm going to use that as body because I'm not going to try
Okay.
and magify my way. Okay. That is why outright failure.
All right, so you've gotten to them, but like it's like this
Yeah.
seems harder than it should be.
Yeah.
Can I try breaking out while they are stunned?
Yes,
These
absolutely.
ropes are really tight.
Yeah. They like
Can
do
I
a couple
freeze
knots.
them?
Oh,
I
good.
wish I
Can
had
I
a
freeze
knife.
them and shatter them?
You can try.
All right.
I'm
That
gonna
would be
give
on
you.
your
Chill out,
ice
dude.
attack.
I'm gonna give you a -1 to that because it's gonna be like
All right.
So
you were
that's
trying to
just a
like kill
regular.
people.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is hard magic.
Which one is it?
Oh.
Is it your skill?
Oh,
Oh,
right,
it's
right
mixed
there.
So no,
results.
Yeah,
plus
mixed
one,
results.
doesn't it? 'Cause
No,
you
but Devin
took
said
it
minus
away.
one.
Ah.
Yeah, I
Plus
Mixed
one, minus one.
results. Give her.
All right, so you get like one of them looks like he's gone frosty, and their other two are just kind of like rimed with frost now. They seem like as soon as that wears off, they're gonna be at you again. But like you got 1 of 3.
Okay.
I'm taking a shot at those two guys
That's
that are
one.
Sure.
for him because if I hit them in
Well, you can take a shot at one of them, and we'll see how it goes.
well, then I'll take the frozen one.
Okay.
Maybe I
He's,
can blow
he's
up.
already dead.
Yeah, aim for
Oh, he's
one
dead,
of the
not the
people
other
who's
one.
still able to run at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'll aim for that guy. So you said the frozen one's dead, basically.
Pretty much.
Just thought it'd be cool to see him explode. All right. There's a lot I want in life.
Right.
That is hold on, +1 for the bow. It's mixed results.
Mixed results. Okay, so you missed the guy you were hitting at, but you do explode.
Yes!
the guy.
Something happened. Awesome. You know what? I'll accept that. That's even better than I'd hoped for. That's what I wanted initially. So there you go.
So now, Kenny, you are.
There's
Covered
frozen
in
bits of
guy
fish coming
chunks.
at you. I'm so sorry. It was
They're
cool.
frozen chunks.
Yeah,
so
they're just
that's
pinging
fine.
off it, but they look really cool.
But it's like a handful of slush thrown at you.
Oh, God.
I'm so
I'm
sorry
glad I'm
about
below
that.
deck.
Yeah.
I like it down here. It's not as fishy and gross.
Oh.
So you have more actions.
And
So, yeah.
the other two look very upset.
I'm gonna try staff combat.
Okay.
Wait, but
You're still.
you didn't
you
get
you
out
have
of
1
your...
of 3 ropes, or no, you have 2 or 3 ropes still around you though.
No, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah, you are still gummed up. Oh, what?
Yeah, because he
Haven't-
got the one frozen, and then the other 2 had like a little. Or was that
No,
the
no,
other
you're still
people?
boloed up. You can use magic
Yeah.
when you're boloed up, but you can't staff fight.
So chill out again.
If you want to try it.
Oh,
Outright failure.
no.
All right, so like
But do I get a +1?
You
Mixed
should,
results.
Yeah.
This would be mixed results.
mixed results. Okay, you hurt another one of them, but you didn't have another kill. Basically, this guy is like frozen, and he is now like dealing with frostbite. But
Okay.
so you are still tied up. If you want to like try to like wriggle out now,
Yeah.
What would that be?
just a body check. Yeah.
Complete success.
All right, so you kind of like
Great.
you've got some breathing room. You just kind of like and then fall away.
At least you're free now. So
You did pretty well, considering
Yeah.
you're like
Yeah.
tied up with
Yeah,
the
for
turtle.
that entire time.
Slipped on my own ice, knocked your guys' legs out.
You get pulled up, and you just kind of like give him the ice stare. And he's like,
There's a bit of calamity, but it's fun calamity.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's how we do things.
All right. So
It's the motto of the crew.
this round, 2 more guys run up onto the deck. Which
Damn it!
Where did these guys come from?
This is highly inconvenient.
These 2 seem like more mucky muck than the other guys. You suspect these might be the ship's boiler mages. So they are carrying tridents.
Oh, good.
And
That'll go well.
and their hands are glowing. So
Wish you could have at least stolen those tridents from them when they weren't paying attention.
they grabbed off the
She
trident.
had barely. Yeah.
Maybe stab him in the butt with it or something.
One of them is going to point at you and try to come at you with like a pillar of water from aside the ship. It's kind of like water
try
fist.
That.
Yeah.
Which I can freeze, hopefully.
We'll see how your defense roll goes.
Okay.
I'll let you use your skill on the defense roll.
Do it now.
Nice.
So that is
some room here. There we go.
all right. So it's coming at you pretty good.
Mixed results.
All right. So they had a mixed results on their attack. So we'll just say like it's an explosion of ice that showers down, and you take some damage from it. Like you take like 5 points of damage just from like ice shrapnel.
Okay.
There's a lot of chaos going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely happy with my choice.
Yeah, I think I should have done that too. No one was on
You
the
don't have
boat.
my
It's
sneaking
crazy.
skills.
This flying ship piloted itself with no one on board. Why is the boat exploding now?
So shoot an ice arrow at them.
Did you go to your second?
Oh, I'm not done.
Yeah.
He's attacking.
You just said your defense.
Yeah.
Right.
So the other mage is going to try to shoot lightning at you because he is kind of a
Can't
storm
freeze lightning.
guy. No,
Blue lightning.
it's green lightning.
But if you freeze it. No.
You can freeze that and slow it down.
Yeah.
I think that's a thing.
I think
So
it's a
that's
failure.
a failure. So he just kind of points his trident at you, and it's like, but like kind of just arc. He misses, and it arcs away, and it's like grounded by like some some brass fitting that's over here. So
Huh.
your hair is kind of a little. That's about it.
You're like, wow.
Do I roll then, or?
No, that was a failure.
Okay.
And then he's just going to try to like turn and stab you with the trident.
Oh, for crying out loud. I already fixed my face. What do you want from me?
All right, and that is also an outright failure. So you can just kind of like what?
Like, get out of here.
Because you're like they
then I
came
go-
up like a portal near you, but the first thing they saw was him. Like and a friend of theirs explode. So they kind of
like,
assume.
what just happened?
Right.
Like, you'll love it.
All right, and the other one will also like take a swipe at you.
Not to block?
We will see shortly. So, next result, yeah, give me a block.
I have to reroll that. What do I got? What do I got? I'm using my agility,
All right.
so it's mixed results.
So, what does that defense modifier give you?
50-50.
All right, so you take 5 points of damage.
Son of a mother was good.
So he just kind of like comes at you. You manage to half dodge it. You take like a slash across the shoulder here.
An exclamation point.
It does not damage your cloak.
Oh, thank God. That was a gift from my mother.
But maybe don't take it into sea battle.
That's what keeps me safe, though. It's an elven cloak. It's got like magic things that it helps me, or at least it's just my face. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, then. And there's the thug who is going to try to shake off your whammy.
Okay.
And it doesn't, so he's still mind locked.
Stunned, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
One down.
Did something.
Yes.
So that's kind of it for them, because there's like one dude left locked up by you, and now these 2 mages who popped up on deck. And that's my turn. So
Did we smash the rest of them? It's just these 2 guys now?
it's those guys and one guy who's still kind of like.
So we got 3 guys for turn to take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But
That's pretty good.
2 of them are like mini bosses.
Oh, we're going.
All right.
This is happening.
Alright, I'm gonna keep trying to find Dame Ironshore.
Sure.
I must have seen a decent amount of the ship by
Yeah,
now.
like you
Yeah.
know, you've kind of like ducked around, so you can have investigate.
Is that no? That's up from a spectacular failure to an outright failure.
All right, so you're still kind of
So
poking
find
around,
anything.
so you can just try
I'm
again.
just gonna keep poking. That's the entire reason I'm down here. So okay, mixed.
All right, so like you hear a couple of people in the galley, and you know there's something going on in the galley.
Alright, I'm gonna, I guess, sneak.
All right.
and
See if
try
you
and
can-
figure out what's going on. Alright, mixed.
All right, so you can peek around and you can see someone who's like well dressed, like the pirate who's like looks like the guy in charge, and like maybe a glimpse of something. But so this is like a room with an important person in it for sure.
Alright.
At least one.
Sure. I guess that's all I'm doing for
Yeah.
now. I found, hopefully.
Something.
You have probably found her unconfirmed.
Yeah. Alright.
All right,
It's
who's
a lot
up?
longer than it should have.
I'm
I mean,
trying to
you have
hand-to-hand
left.
combat people, which I can't do because I don't have hand-to-hand combat skill.
Yeah, I have
I mean,
zero.
like,
Do
you
our
know,
I'm gonna bow. I'm
action-
gonna shoot
you
bows into
don't
people's
not
faces.
have-
I'm gonna bow shoot into people's faces.
Okay.
So we have actions reset now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm doing a Legolas, like the point of the guy's head.
Okay.
Those are fun. I mean, if I can hit it.
I'm going to give you. I'm going to make you lose your advantage on that.
Okay, so it's just a straight up
Yeah.
shot. Oh, it's going. Don't worry about that. Watch this. That is a astounding success.
Oh, nice.
Right through his eye and out the back of his head. Yes! I love this. Such a good shot.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yes!
Just like a streak of blue into the sky.
Yes! But give it a good description. Like, build it up.
Oh yeah, it's just, the guy looks down and he's like, ah, and he just like, poof, and it's like a firework.
Yes! Oh, this is so good. One down. There's another guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. +1 on him still.
He's
Is that
on
the,
you.
is
No,
that
he-
the one
he's-
frozen
he's
one?
locked.
Okay.
And I've got two people. These guys, both of them are coming at me.
Well,
Because I
one
blew
of
up,
them
I blew up
is.
the other one.
Yeah.
The other guy's got problems
But
with his
there's
face.
the 2 mages are still.
There's one mage.
Yeah, there's
now.
one. The other one had
The
an
other one-
incident with his
the
ocular
other one had a
socket.
fire-
But don't the
Firework
bosses
incident.
have like hit points and everything?
We're
Not
kinda
when there's
running
an
low on
arrow in the
time.
head.
It's kind of hard to argue with, like, I
Arrow-
put an arrow
arrow
in
to
the
the
face. Astounding success without a
Magic
modifier.
that.
So, like,
So then I guess because his guy's frozen, right?
yeah,
He's locked up.
yeah.
I'm gonna try and stop this other guy that's coming. To me.
Okay.
So I guess I'll. Is it like close? Because I might try and. Fight
He's,
him.
like, right up on your grill.
So I'm gonna try and use my agility too
Okay. To,
So that's
like,
I'm on it.
to disengage or
to try and like kind of roll so he's.
Okay, so you're
I
just trying
assume
to get,
he's a little lumbery.
you're trying to get some distance on him. okay?
Yeah, because I have a better chance
Yeah.
when I'm far, except for that first guy. I feel bad for him. That is a mixed results.
All right, so
My turn to start flipping around and falling
Mm.
up.
yeah, so you get away from him, but you're not in like a great position, so you still lose your advantage on the next round,
Okay.
on your
And
next
then
action. Yeah.
If you guys want to go, because I'm too busy falling around.
You can still take your shot. You
No,
just
I'm saving it. It's gonna be a
Okay.
good one.
Yeah. Waiting for the right time. Do you want to go?
Yeah, so there's a guy around me. I can do
there's
like.
The
one
one
guy
that's-
who's like
I
frozen
locked
by
him
her
in the
mind.
jet.
And then there's
Yeah,
a guy
okay.
trying to kill
I'll
me.
staff combat.
Oh yeah,
him.
there's another one.
There's a guy trying to
Oh,
kill me and trying to roll away from him.
Okay.
quite painful.
The guy's still locked, so.
Yeah, if you
I'll
want
do
to
an
just,
ice
like,
arrow to the guy.
All right, you're just gonna put
Yeah,
up.
it's
Please
a
don't.
+0 though.
Please
My
don't hit
ice
me with
arrow.
Yeah.
Outright failure.
Okay, so it's just like into the hall beside him.
It still looked cool.
I'll try again.
Sure.
Mixed results.
All right. Yeah, you hit him, but he's not down. He just kind of
Here's an arrow stuck out of
yeah.
him.
He absorbs the damage. He's a tough dude.
Okay, then I'll just staff combat the guy around me.
All right, give me a roll. Just a body roll.
Spectacular failure, but I have +1, so outright failure.
All right, so you
We're doing really well here.
kind of just whiff it.
Yeah.
You're like he's there frozen. You're just kind of like
Slip on my own ice
Yeah,
again.
it's because you slipped.
So
My feet get so icy, I have to maintain them.
Yeah,
It's
well,
just-
he's frozen, but he kind of looks embarrassed for you.
He's like, really? Get a perfect shot. Like,
It's like it's in the eyes.
Okay, I'm going to try and go after the one that's after
me.
Trogdor.
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 The Burninator. don't worry.
With magical like rope.
Okay.
Because the incapacitation thing seems to be working well for me, not the weapons thing.
So it's just kind
So
of
I'm
like
gonna try and grow my skills in that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta just stop him.
Yeah.
it's kind of like shooting a
So-
confetti of rope at him.
Oh, spectacular failure.
Just kind of, you are now in a coil of rope.
Oh my gosh.
Not like cut up or anything, just like piled in rope.
It's okay, guys. I'm fine. I don't need anything here.
Wrong target. I'm not tied up in it though.
No, you're just kind of like under coils of rope, and it's kind
Okay.
of like you're draped in it.
Okay. So because even with rope around me, I can do the Jedi mind trick thing because that
Sure, you
worked
can try
last
that.
time.
You can try it. Although this guy might be a bit tougher because he's got the magic too.
Yep. Please be careful.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try anyway.
Just don't
Because
hit
I
me
don't
with
have
it.
much else. Let's see here. Oh, spectacular failure.
All right, so
I think your magic's
So you-
starting to go too.
Yeah, I think.
so you are now
I'm
covered
burnt
in
out.
rope, and you have a really bad headache.
Oh. Do you have any moves? No.
No.
You have one.
Yeah, you're
I've got one.
Yeah, but well, that worked the last game. This is a new thing.
I mean, I guess you could try getting your fox to like distract someone and then try.
Yeah, I was thinking like a
hitting him when
bite
he's
ankle
distracted.
type of a thing.
Yes.
Go for the ankle biter.
Okay.
Yeah, ankle
So,
biter.
oh, that's an extra. That's my
Yeah.
extra one.
That's your extra. That's your
Okay.
fox action.
My fox action will be ankle biting. Literal. Outright failure.
Okay, so like
Bloody fox.
it's a thick boot. It's biting, but it's just kind of like.
It's just like.
Yeah.
Okay. Any ideas? Can we like
I'm
combine?
I'm taking a shot.
Take the
Yeah.
shot.
That's all I have. I'm like kind of like falling on the
All right.
floor, like, oh god,
Yeah.
please hope this works.
Because it has a fox gnawing on its leg. It doesn't hurt, but
It's
it's
kinda
kind of distracted.
Yeah.
I will give you your bonus back.
I'm going for the shot. You've been good to me this whole time. Please be good now. That is a I didn't even need the agility or the extra stuff. Astounding success.
All right.
200%
Do
damage.
the eye again.
Other eye. Other guy. Bam! Nothing but eye shots.
All right, it's another firework off the side of the boat, and the guy goes tumbling
And I'm
down.
just like, oh my god, that was close.
Basically, Trogdor is carrying this entire
Yeah.
fight.
I'm good with my bow. I'm good with my bow and arrow. Also,
That's
Slade
true.
has done some work.
True.
Also,
I have
good looks.
created
You've been-
some
you've been
fantastic
very
entertainment.
Thank God that worked.
You're holding their attention.
Yes.
I had to
Distraction
catch
101.
you from the crazy pirouetting thing
Right,
you're doing, but
that's-
it's all
yeah.
good. It worked. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Forgiven.
So you have one more.
I have one more action.
All right, so
all
But
that's-
everyone's done, right?
The
yeah,
guy-
there's
so
still
the
one
Jedi
guy
mind
frozen who can like
Okay.
unfreeze.
There's
next
this guy's
round.
brain
Okay.
who's like melting or something.
But he's still disapproving of me.
He's like, really?
He's just kind of like resigned at this
It's
point.
slippery. You made a bunch of ice.
Okay.
Just cool down.
Because he's around with his ice, I'm gonna use like a kind of a warp magic and like pull his ice magic into the Jedi frozen dude and try and freeze him to death.
Oh man, that's a wicked
Okay.
move.
Okay, I'll let you try.
Give her.
You sound so confident to me.
You can do this. I just took out two dudes' eyes. You can totally do this.
Yeah. That's still manifestation. So, oh, complete success.
All right, I'm gonna say this was. You're doing some weird stuff on the fly, and you have a
Yes.
bad headache, and you're covered in rope.
Right.
So I'm gonna say this guy is half frozen.
Okay.
But
I'll
enough
take
that
it.
do we have to
I'll
we're
take it.
concerned with him?
I mean, like, he's not in good shape anymore. Like, once even if he shakes off the whammy, he's gonna be wobbly.
I don't know what my name is.
Yeah.
So, so I just want to
Fair.
just like push him over
We
the
can
ship.
pretty much walk away
Yeah.
now.
it's basically, yeah.
That guy's broken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna need to sit down when this is done. He's still alive, but he's
He's like, what just happened? I don't know what's going on.
yeah. He's had a day.
I would feel bad for him, but I don't.
Okay.
He's still a loose string, though.
So it's give him a chance to wake up because it's his turn now.
He's gonna be zombified if he gets up.
Okay, that's complete success. So he just he shakes off your whammy, and he just kind of looks at you all, and he's just kind of like, I'm gonna get in the lifeboat.
He's like, I'm good. He needs a minute.
So if you don't want to stop him, he's just gonna be on his way.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he cuts away the lifeboat.
Just let him bail.
And
Yeah.
It's got a little motor on it. And he's just kind of like,
Puts away in sadness.
yeah.
Deal. Okay. Are you
We
gonna-
gotta.
Okay.
Yeah.
We either gotta find this lady or we gotta take
Yeah.
him into this boat.
Because now we're
Oh,
cleared.
that's
Our
true, you
ship
could
is
take him in.
busted.
Yeah.
Well,
You could.
your ship's
take
not. The other ship they
The
have.
balloon's messed.
The
Yeah.
balloon's a little damaged.
We
It's
still
not
got
broken.
the
But
ring
no,
thing.
I
gonna
like
be
the
like a
idea
fish float.
of if you've taken out like 90% of the crew, just
Yeah.
like steering this back with our ship on top of it.
We're taking this
And
boat.
the other ship is kind of like still floundering there, so you might have to take like a long way around.
Oh, doesn't
but-
matter.
I mean, like
Yeah.
one
We're taking
or
this
two
boat.
of you might want to come down here.
We gotta get
Not
to.
that like you don't know what I'm up to.
Yeah.
Like, besides that, I'm obviously looking for her.
We gotta get to the what is it? I can't remember the name for where you go.
The galley.
The galley's the kitchen.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah.
she is.
No, we want to go to like to
Oh, you
control
wanna
the
go to the
boat.
helm.
We're going to the helm.
Okay, the helm is like in like the raised part of the ship. That's like
The thing that we didn't shoot
yeah, basically.
because we blew up our own ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're on the deck and like you want like the tower. That's
Yeah,
at the
we're
back
getting
of the
up
ship.
there.
So yeah, you're like right there.
Good.
So you can like try to bust in
Who's the toughest? We gotta break into this thing.
because like
Yeah, I was
there's
gonna
still
say-
like the pilot in there who's trying like fly
Yeah.
the ship and,
And
he's
he's
just
just
kind of
like,
like
oh
Yeah,
he's
my
gonna
like,
go
god.
along.
Whoa.
Nope, we're good.
We just got attacked. That was the guy. Who was,
Yeah.
Okay, so we gotta bust in. So
Yeah,
let's
you
just
gotta
wanna-
knock down. This is a security door.
Yeah.
Alright,
So
Because
Does it
I
get
have
icy?
I can navigate it once we're in
Oh,
there.
you freeze
and
the
then
The
you guys-
hinges.
freeze the
Yeah.
door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can try.
Freeze the door,
Okay.
and then we'll all three of us
Chill
just
out, dude.
run at it.
Attack.
Give
Ice
it a
attack.
chill. See if you can at least weaken it.
Mixed results.
Yeah, so the door gets a bit frosty. It might be a little bit weaker if you're trying to break it down, but it's still perfectly intact in a big steel door.
We don't have strength from anyone, do we?
I can manifest a like battering ram.
Oh, sick!
Yeah, but like you can manifest a battering ram, but you have to use a battering ram. You can't just mind magic that.
You should make a warp tunnel in the middle of the door so we can walk through it.
I've already used that previously.
Well, we could have used that.
Well, I could hand it off to them.
Yeah, so you can totally
Okay,
create,
Okay, let's do that.
we're gonna
create
ram
a
the
battering
door.
ram.
Because otherwise, I don't think we have enough strength.
Please
for
make a
that.
battering ram.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna
It
use
ends
it.
up like a spoon or something.
Please don't be a spoon.
Complete success.
All right, you have a nice,
Yes.
sturdy-looking battering ram.
But we can pick it up.
Good handles.
It's
So
not
we both
like
roll for
7,000
this?
pounds.
No, it's like a big log,
And it's
that-
like-
with like a steel top and like two handles
It's
for
force
like
field being
guys.
held in the air.
So
we
we're
can
both
just, like-
rolling for this?
Yeah, use your body roll.
That is a
Mixed results.
Okay.
Yeah.
You give a good solid bang on the door, and with your previous frost thing, you can see like you broke the latch, so you can.
We gotta give her. That's an action left for each
Yeah.
of us.
So you have one action left because you used your frost.
Oh, right.
We gotta give her one more shot.
So give him like one more good shot to
Heave.
knock the door open.
Hey, whoa! That is another mixed result.
Same.
Same.
All right, this is not a magic door or anything. You pop it
We
open.
broke that bastard.
Yeah. So there's just a guy who looks very unhappy. Like
This
he's
is the captain.
no. This is
Or
just
just the guy
pilot.
piloting the
This
ship.
is the pilot.
Okay.
I was just gonna shoot him in the face. I seem to have good luck of shooting people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you have an action left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Arrow through the eye.
So-
3 for 3.
But this is like the helm with like controls and stuff. You might want to be careful.
Well, I can. Why don't I try manifest? Can I use manifestation magic to like create hands to take control?
Like
Magic hands.
Control the boat.
You can try
Like
to
just to hold the.
you can give it a try to stabilize things.
Yeah.
Make sure like things don't go weird.
Yeah. Because that way, if he takes him out,
He's shooting an arrow into this room, though. So
I haven't done it yet.
Holding things secure.
Make
Yeah.
Make a
Yeah.
force field over top of the control so I can't hit it.
well, I've already chosen my fate here. Complete success.
All right, so you got a couple
If
of
it's
little
turning
nice little
around.
mage hands pop up in there, and you like.
And this guy can't.
They kind of like lock the control so he can't like spin it around or anything and do
Okay.
weird stuff.
So what's he doing now? Is he trying to wrestle the controls
Yeah,
back?
he's like, you know, you thought he might have been trying to like a little bit of like whoa shenanigans, but no, he can't do that now.
Not today, sunshine. Okay, wish me luck. This is probably not
Okay.
going to end well. I may
Right,
end
so
up
you
blowing-
want a precision shot here because this
Yeah.
is a room full of.
I'm using my bow
equipment.
skill on top, my +1.
But I've stabilized it, so if things go.
Yeah, but if he shoots a hole through the control center.
Oh right, right.
The wise thing to do would just be to attack the guy, but I have no attack strength. It just my
Right.
skills are in my shot.
You just
Yeah.
don't get a plus to it. It's not the same thing as not having any options.
Okay, I'm just gonna run up and punch him in the face.
Okay, cool.
All right. And that is see that didn't work. It was an outright failure.
All right, so
well, at least
Swing and a
it didn't-
miss.
Okay. So why don't I try that then? Because
Sure.
Please do.
why not?
your tiny little.
My
just
tiny
like
little.
this.
Just pants him. Pants him.
Yeah. See, does strength come into that? Because that's a -1
Yes.
supposedly. Okay.
Very much so.
What about if
I
I?
think if you pants him, it wouldn't cause any strength.
Yeah, I was thinking like pulling his ear or something.
And he's like, what in the name is going on
You're
here?
trying to like annoy him.
What will you
You don't get a minus on
Oh.
like.
You don't need strength. You just need precision.
To do
Sure.
a wet
Like
willy?
if you do a karate chop thing, you
Wait.
don't need strength.
Do you have
Try
judo
to put the
skills as a
saliva
character?
Just
I
right on
don't,
your finger.
But
You miss and poke him in the eye.
can I
He's like,
just use it as a generic body?
You
Like
can
it's
use
not
it
a
as generic,
minus.
but like, do you actually have that skill as a character, or are you just making up stuff?
Well,
I might argue that we're all making
No, like if your character doesn't have any like unarmed combat skills, and you're just like making karate sounds, it's not going to be that effective.
yeah, but because I've read so many books, I know about the certain points, trigger points on the body.
She's really skilled.
All right,
I mean, he's really skilled.
I'll give you a mind roll for that.
Okay,
He's super skilled.
that's outright failure. Okay,
Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
I'm out of actions.
We
All right, so
Okay,
you're in the
yeah.
hole. You're kind of
So-
like at the galley door, and you know there's like a mucky muck in there.
We're trying to find
Right,
out.
and so like I could see somebody who looked like the captain, right? And
Probably
that's all
the
I could
captain.
see.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to like scope things out first, I guess. Like
Alright.
see what's. Like
Yeah.
I'm tempted to just try and throw a knife, but I want to make sure that I'm like in the right place first,
Give
and maybe
me-
like listen, see if anything's
Give me a sneak.
close. Yeah. Okay, mixed.
Okay.
Switch those out.
I'm getting a lot of mixed.
You have a. You give a peek around the corner, and you can see that the Dom is in fact in that room, and she's kind of like tied up and gagged up in the classic damsel fashion, and she looks. She is cranky.
I knew she was on
So,
I knew it. Had a feeling.
Alright.
but the captain heard something, so he's kind of in high alert mode now.
So we got the pilot on the ship and the captain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although you don't know if the captain is alone. That is not confirmed yet. Besides, like, you know, the hostage.
We
Yeah.
gotta take these people in.
Yeah. Well, we
We're getting this lady.
failed on the.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta take this
Like-
the pilot.
And you can see the captain has a little crossbow with him.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm debating whether, because like I can try fighting myself, but I'm gonna stay like probably, you know, if I use sneaky rogue type fighting, I can do okay. But I'm wary of like
It depends
if I
who's in
just
the room.
jump
Yeah,
in
you
this
don't know
without
who-
backup, that
yeah.
seems bad.
Yeah,
You need the rest of
I
the
would say.
team.
Yeah.
but you don't want to sneak away and then lose sight of
I
what's
mean,
happening.
like I know where they are. I
Yeah.
doubt that they're gonna move her out of the room, or at least in a way
True.
that I wouldn't notice.
And at least we're on a
You
vessel, and they're not gonna.
We're in close.
Yeah,
We can't really go
yeah.
anywhere.
Well, you don't know that exactly. There are lifeboats.
Hmm.
We need to
So there's one less lifeboat, but there still
I
are
would just
lifeboats.
assume like they wouldn't be able to move her super quickly.
She's an old lady. Like, they're big, burly fellows.
Alright.
She seems feisty
So-
too.
She seems feisty, but like over their shoulder, they can haul her around if they want to. They got her there.
So I mean, I can try and cause a distraction. I can try and like start a fight, which seems not great if you all
try
are
and
here.
Go find the others.
Or I could do that, sneak away, and try and like bring you down. Because it's probably gonna go better if I have backup.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
And we still got to take out this stupid pilot.
Yeah.
Although it's kind of inevitable for the pilot.
Yeah.
There's three of
Three
you,
of
one
us,
of them.
yeah.
Like,
Eventually we'll get it.
yeah.
Well, he didn't mention he had noodle arms, so he's got to have something going on with him that we have to fight against. You know what I mean? He's not our captain.
He could just be
He's
doing
a
his
little-
job.
He's a little.
Yeah.
So the captain is like alert and suspicious, but doesn't necessarily know somebody's
Yeah,
there.
he's
yet.
kind of like he's in like high alert mode. So if you tried something again, you'd have to do it pretty well to get past.
Yeah, I would either like
It's
try and
risky.
create a distraction, which I don't actually have ideas for, or I would just try to sneak away again and like find you guys.
All right.
So
Yeah.
I think probably just like quietly back away and then go out to find you, because at least I know where
Alright, give
everything
me a
is
sneak.
now.
Yeah. Yeah, you've
Okay,
done a
I'm using
tour
your
of the whole
dice for a
place.
change. Actually, maybe I don't want yours. Maybe
No.
I want yours.
Yeah, that's true.
I kind of want to
Mine
keep
are
these
mixed.
good.
Alright.
Really lucky for me. I don't want anyone else to touch them.
Wait,
you
wrong
serious?
one.
Did it get
Okay.
worse?
No, if that was my
Oh.
skill, that would have been a spectacular failure, but
Oh.
it's not. It's my body. So it's a complete success +1, and it's an
Oh.
astounding
Yes!
success.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Excellent.
trade?
Yeah.
You're not doing very well either.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys just need to reduce
Yeah,
your luck.
it's just
So,
identity
you are
crisis.
again one with the shadows. You make your way back up
Yeah.
again, and you're like right with these guys because there's
Okay.
nothing in your way.
Yeah, I guess I don't need to sneak when I'm near you, because there's just
Yeah.
this one person. It's
So-
like, hey, you guys did a pretty good
basically-
job.
You
Yeah.
basically you disengage from the captain without twinging him, and
Yeah.
you kind of like you know there's no one else on the ship outside the galley and in that room. That's kind of like
Yeah.
what you get out
Yeah.
of that very good roll.
Okay,
Nice.
and I guess, do I know, like, is there more than one sort of entrance and exit to the galley?
There seems to be like at least two.
Okay, so I'm gonna like tell you guys like, okay, I know where she is. I found her. There's a captain in there. There might be other people around, or no? Did I confirm there aren't?
You confirm
Okay,
there aren't.
it's just the captain. I would rather take them on with.
You don't
backup.
know if there's more people in that room.
Oh,
But
okay.
there's no one else on the ship.
Yeah. So there's at least the captain. There's maybe other people. I'm gonna say we should split up. I'm gonna sneak in like a back way to the galley, and like I'll tell you guys like how to find it.
Yeah.
Take
And
the
then I
phone.
guess I don't know if you're gonna like stick around here and try and finish that finish dealing with the person, or just like
Yeah. You just
ignore
Ice them
them.
up.
Honestly,
We gotta
because
take this
we
guy
have,
down,
I
so
think
we have control.
we
of
have
the ship.
control of the
Yeah.
ship, right? Like
Yeah.
that pilot. I guess if the pilot steered them back to like the big ship, like, do we know what?
right now
Where
it's
are
still
we in
being
relation to
stabilized.
their
Yes.
bigger sort of floundering ship? Where has this one been going?
Oh, it's just been like
Yeah.
We're just
So,
guarding.
like, I wouldn't worry too much. Like, maybe if one of you wants to stick around and try and do that, but I think it's more important that we have backup and we go after the captain.
And
Yeah.
like looking back, you can see now that ship's floundered. The
Right.
big ship is now almost caught up with it and is dealing with
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're good. So, yeah, I'll, like, give you directions and say, I'm gonna go around the other way, and we'll, I guess, figure it out. And then I still have, like, one action, so I guess I'll, like, sneak back and
Sneak
try and
back,
get into position. Because, like, I could try attacking the helms person, but I don't really want to.
Alright,
No.
so
Alright.
you just
Oh,
make a
wait.
check to
That's
see if you
yeah.
can like not
Yeah.
twig the captain.
Is that good or bad? Wait, no, wrong one. Okay. No, complete success.
Alright, so
Alright.
Good thing you switched to.
Yeah.
This is panning out, actually.
you sneak snuck right back to where you were, and the
Yeah.
captain is like he's come back down and he's just kind of like
Yeah.
ah,
So I'm gonna
pacing.
say like whatever seems like the hardest sort of entrance or area to get to, like that's the way I would go, and
There-
let them like.
There's basically
take
like
it easier.
a front door coming in from
Yeah.
the hallway and one that comes in from like the boiler.
Yeah. So I'm gonna like take the back way and let them come in the front. So hopefully I can surprise
Alright,
someone.
so you're in like the boiler end of
Yeah.
the thing. Okay, that's cool.
Alright.
I'm going to say I'll stay because I can navigate as well.
Alright,
I'll
so-
deal with pilot.
Do you still have the hands on the controls?
I think so.
Yeah, they're still locked on the controls. You'll fight them, you know.
Okay. I'm going to manifest a blindfold.
Okay.
I was
Just
thinking,
have to
tie
put
him
it
up.
on.
You know
Yeah,
what
that would've been
happens when
smarter,
you fail,
probably.
right?
Something to incapacitate him.
Yeah, but a blindfold I figured was like the least,
Okay.
you know.
Should be an easy one.
That's Wait, hold on. Outright failure.
You are now blindfolded.
Oh, what? That's okay. I don't
It's on there
need
good
that.
too.
Oh, great. Okay. Then I'll try and
make an
try and
argument
undo it.
for like if it's something that's really easy, maybe she gets a plus, so it's mixed results. Okay. I tried.
This is hardcore
This is a
version.
team effort here.
Okay, mixed results to try and get it off.
Okay, you get it off. You're very embarrassed.
Do you guys want to start doing something while I think of something to actually do constructively?
Okay, do we need a movement action to get down to the thing, or
No.
we just went with?
Like, if you want to
Roll
like
it together.
sneak in stealthily so he doesn't know you're coming, you could give a little bit of
What are we doing?
a snook.
We're going stealth.
I would say try for stealth, but if you don't, then you're creating a distraction for
Yeah.
me.
Oh.
So
You can play it however you like.
Okay, let's try going stealthy.
All right.
Okay.
So this is the front.
Both.
Just give me a body roll. Yeah.
That is
Mixed.
a complete success.
All right. So
Plus
he's.
agility, it's astounding success. Just saying.
I will like.
You can't have these dice, by the way. They're mine. And they're working.
you're taking
fantastic.
those home now.
Yeah, these are coming home with me. Okay. Yeah, for next time.
You sneak now, no problem.
Yeah.
You kind of make a little bit of a racket, and the captain's a little bit edgy now.
Am I in the room now?
So he's got his like crossbow ready, but he's
But he's
not-
paying attention to like your direction.
Yeah, basically.
Am I in the room?
You're just outside the room.
Need to break this door down. You're ready at
Well,
the
I
other side.
assume is it like an open door or something? If I could see
There's
it
a
when
hatch,
I was
but
there?
it's not closed. You kind of had it like a little bit open.
So we can just kick this sucker down.
Oh, if you want.
Or kick
yeah.
it open. And
Yeah, yeah.
Because if we make a distraction.
I guess. Yeah, and so the other thing is just mechanically, I don't have any more actions. So if you attack right now, I don't know if like I probably wouldn't be able to take advantage of that
I mean,
unless we just like it's a new
you're
conflict.
like down here. There's basically no conflict happening yet. The
Okay.
captain, you won't surprise the captain when you bust in because he's kind of a little bit alerted. But
He knows
he's-
there's someone on the floor.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
doesn't know where they are.
He's not. He's like at the ready, but he doesn't know you're about to. He's just kind of like
Okay.
generally prepared for shit.
So if he starts a fight, then I'll have my actions. And
Yeah.
I'll do
So
stuff.
like,
Okay.
but you know,
We're
you're-
kicking the door open, and I'm going to fire one right at him.
Okay.
Eyeball.
They're not right beside each other, are they? He's not like standing like,
She's
with her
kind
like
of
this with
tied
a
up at the
knife or
table,
something.
and he's got a crossbow ready. So
But he's not like,
So what we're gonna have
try
ourselves-
something!
We're gonna have ourselves a little duel.
Let's do this.
All right.
But I'm dealing with an arrow at your face.
And he's doing with an arrow at your face.
Let's bring it. So hold on. So I have to. Do I have to action to kick the door open, or that's just part of the move?
We'll just do that as part of the attack.
Kicking this open. It's going down. The best of it. That is a complete success +1. That's an astounding
Wow.
success.
All right.
Kick that door open. And just rocket shot.
Yeah, and
And what happened?
He had an outright failure, so it just
Whoa.
Yes, right
Wow.
to the
over your
face.
shoulder.
3 in a row. No, 3. That's a 3 for it.
Right to
Yes.
his eye again?
No,
Fireworks?
Center of the head. He's done.
He even has a little like sun tattoo there, so it's very ironic.
Yeah. He's dead. He's
Yeah, we'll say he's dead. And
And I say that was ice cold.
the Dane looks very disapproving.
She's like, oh my god.
So is
you
there
guys are
nobody
horrible.
else? Is there anybody else in this room?
There wasn't anybody else in
Alright.
the room.
I'm gonna go over and untie her. Do I have to roll for that? Or
No,
am I
she
fine?
can just
Like-
untie her.
We got it.
My lady, your ride is here.
Alright, and there's still like the pilot up in the room. You have to deal with him somehow.
Yeah, it's
I'm using my empathy to try and connect with him. And like,
On a deeper level.
Okay, try to convince him to give up. Go ahead.
yep.
Just be like, look, wait. You've
Yeah.
got nothing.
We both.
Your
been
captain's got a
through
hole in his
this.
head. There's a couple guys missing eyes.
You ain't getting paid enough for this.
Astounding success.
Mixed- no.
It's +1. Right?
No, here +1 is complete success.
Alright, just kind of like.
We did it.
Alright, and you can chug on back. You can turn the boat around. You can chug back to the ship.
I think that'll be my last action. But no, wait, we have it under control.
No,
Yeah.
you're in like happy mode right now.
Yeah.
It's piloted.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I'm being very attentive to the Dane.
Yeah.
Not like trying to steal anything, just
Just
like
For
be
one.
in
I
favor.
heard you got a lot of money, but I'm here to help you
You're
this
thinking
time.
reward.
Yeah. If you wanted to give us, it would be great.
Yeah.
So So you get back to the ship. Big fanfare. You are the heroes of the day. The captain is a little groggy, but generally pleased with you. You didn't blow up his ship.
Yeah.
You're like, little hole in the balloon. It's fine. It's fine.
Sorry,
I like
boss.
how I ended up doing like nothing except walking around the ship.
It
But
was
you ended
integral
up
into
finding
saving
And
everything.
to try
Yeah.
attacking the guy because you killed him.
If it wasn't
with
for
a
you, I
shot.
wouldn't have gotten 2 eye shots.
Yeah.
So that's actually quite cool.
Right.
That panned out very well. I'm just gonna say that out loud.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah. So,
We
Sweet.
win.
although you can see off in the shadows, there is a half-orc gentleman looking
Oh,
at
right.
you with much
Comes back
hatred.
around.
Oh, that guy. Oh.
The one who saw you cheating.
Tune in next time. I quite enjoyed that.
Awesome.
All right,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, that was a ton of
that was
fun.
Whim.